Damn right it's coming. Hell yeah. Well, it's already there, but I'm gonna, yeah. I'm gonna build it tomorrow though. Because I gotta prepare some shit. Fuck my voice. Twitcher. Silent mode. Yes. Location. Why would I need location? I guess. Location, I guess. What else? What I need? Power saving. There it is. Save some power because we ain't doing much. This thing just gonna stand here and that's it, pretty much. Hey yo! You wanna know a little teaser about tomorrow? You wanna know what's gonna happen? Damn right. Damn right. I'm gonna eat some potatoes. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm excited. Today's something else. We can already. There's one thing that I can already unbox and open. That is the second monitor that I'm gonna use. Why can we unbox it now? Because I can already use it. I can already use it today. It is one problem I have with this. One problem I had with this monitor on the website everywhere. I double checked, triple checked, quadruple checked that it's 24 inches. It said that everywhere. 24 inches, 61 centimeters on the whole website, right? So I thought, okay, this is fine, because the thing is, my main monitor is 24.5 inches. So I thought I would go either 25 inches or 24 or 24.5. That would have been perfect, but that's very rare, you know. I had a budget of 150 bucks for the second monitor. Actually, I just wanted to buy the cheapest one for 60 bucks or whatever, use whatever. I couldn't find any. I couldn't fucking find any. I even told my dad, yo, if you like stumble upon some shit on eBay, tell me. Nothing. People ain't selling monitors and shit. And also, when I found cheaper ones, they didn't have, like, you couldn't move them, you know. I wanted it to be able to height and you know, to be adjustable. Adjustability is important for me because the webcam is gonna be standing on it. With the webcam right now is standing on a monitor that you'll see it, man. You can't change shit on this thing. It's absolute garbage. It's an old TV. It's like probably considered a huge TV back in the day. This is fucking some bullshit, man. So I kind of got scammed because it said 24 inch everywhere, right? 24 inch and even 61.0 centimeters. The packaging already here it says 24, and then right next to it in small 23.8. Motherfucker, man. And then below it says 60.4 centimeters. On the website it said 61. That is 60 millimeters less than it should be. Than what they said on the website. I got scammed, man. I got scammed for 60 millimeters. What the fuck? This is not, I should be, what the fuck, man? I should be refunded. I should get fucking, fuck off. How do you even open this now? On what side? I'm guessing. Is it gonna hold it? Oh, really? Shit. That's fine. But let me get the knife. God damn, god damn. With Damascus steel with my name engraved on it. See that? Yeah. I lied, it's not my name. I don't even know what that is. It could be my name. My dad gifted this to me. What else would be put here? What else would they put on this thing? Why these two signs? What does that mean? Shinu naifu? Naifu doris kuto. Naifu. Seals go. Slice it, man. What the fuck? Yeah. The box already, the outside, this is how it came, by the way. This is how it came. It already looks clean, and it's branded like Samsung to Odyssey G3 and all that shit. And it says compatible to Windows 10 compatible, Samsung DeX compatible, borderless design, iSaver mode, AMD FreeSync Premium, ergonomic design, 1 millisecond response time. What does that mean? MPRT. What is that? MPRT? And it has fucking 165 hertz refresh rate. What the fuck, man? This is so cheap. This monitor was so fucking cheap. Below 150 bucks. Can you believe it? Oh my god. I feel like I have to. Yeah, there's glue on the knife now, man. The thing is fucking up the knife. The fucking tape. My knife is not even sharp anymore. Oh shit. God damn, god damn. Fuck off, man. This knife is rubbish now. Probably not. Okay. So then. Fucking bend it, huh? Ah! Cunt! I hit my weights.
Leave PDFs in the past.
Shut the fuck up. I look like I want to listen to Az, bitch ass. Leave PDFs in the back. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck off. Dickhead. Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. You think I can use this for something? It looks kind of like a berry, like a cool, you know. And then I shoot through here. Bang, bang, bang. And then I knife through this one. Ah. Come on, man. You can't reach me. You can't reach me. I have a shield. Yeah. Damn right. Want this? Take it. Take it. Okay. Wait, these two are bigger than these two. Why would this have a greater size? Okay, whatever, man. Fuck this thing. Safety warning. Warning. To avoid danger from suffocation, keep these bags away from babies and children. Ah. Hey, somebody take this shit. I can't touch this. So this is the monitor already? Look. Oh shit, it's heavy. Oh, fuck off. Oh, it's not that heavy. Move this shit, man. Oh, damn. Holy. That is a sick, insanely busting it down, Tatiana looking. Oh shit. Monitor, look at that shit. Holy, that is huge. What the fuck? That seems big. that seems insanely big. Are they sure that's just... Look how clean that is. God damn. God damn, god damn. Let me compare it to the main monitor. Edge to edge. Oh. Oops. Edge to edge. Ooh. Oh, it's smaller, man. It's definitely smaller. Oh, wait. Oh, that's too heavy. You don't want to clean it. I spit on it. Fuck. Is it IPS panel? What do you think? I don't even know. Who cares about the panel though? Oh, I do. It's the second monitor. No, wait. I shouldn't care because it's the second monitor. But it would be neat if it was IPS, because IPS has better colors and shit, right? Dude, is that air vents? What the fuck even is all this? Is that speakers? Hey, look at the bottom thing. What is this? Looks like foil on it though. You think that's foil? Yeah, it must be. Dude, if that thing has speakers, man, holy. It has the same thing on the back as well. Look. That could be speakers. You see that? I think it's foil on it though. God damn, god damn. Okay. Next up we need not the knife. Because we need some room for not the knife for monitor stand. It should be in there somewhere. Yeah, fuck off. What am I lifting? Why is that shit so heavy? Oh, that's why. It's in there. Fuck. Okay, that's the stand, I guess. It's tape. Fuck off. Open up, man. Yeah. Just one tape? Nice. One tape, that's it. Ooh. Ooh. It's my schlong! Yeah! You don't need this. So did I just put this on the thing? What do I do with this? Oh, that's hard. Yeah, it's a good mechanism. God damn. I don't know how to put this on there. It doesn't have any screws. I mean, there's holes, but it's not like screw holes. It looks kind of, I don't know. Oh, dude, this shit is hard to adjust, man. Oh, you have this? Look. I press on this thing, and it goes up. So I'm guessing I have to one, press, and then boom, and then release, and then it's in. Is that how it is? It should be. Right. Oh, look, it's rubber. It's the cable management thing. Even has like a space in it for fingers. For some reason. Can I undo this? What if I remove this? Is it breaking? I think it's gonna break. No, I'm not touching this. Fine, we'll keep that. What else we got? Sticker. Yes. What the fuck is this? Sorry. What the fuck is this for? Hammering? Why would that be? It's empty. There's nothing in it. It's just there. It's just laying in there. Shut the fuck up, man. Music. Spotify is for music. What? I installed this app not for ads, motherfucking man. What are you talking about? God damn, Jesus Christ, man. How many ads are gonna give me? Bitches. Cables. Oh, dude, they have DisplayPort cable in there. That's insanely busting. Because I don't know what HDMI version this is, but I do know that DisplayPort will support the high refresh rates. Anyways. Wait, is that two? No, that's one DisplayPort cable and one energy cable. That's what that is. This is just not wrapped at all. Does that mean I got a used one? Why would this not be wrapped? The fuck even? Well, this is for the energy as well. The energy goes in there, and then this goes in the monitor. It's the same thing than the monitor I currently have. And this is for the other side. I don't even know what this is for. Design? What? Looks like some vacuum cleaner stuff. Like a fucking Dyson turbine or some shit. Does it say left or right? How the fuck am I supposed to know? I'll figure it out. Same on this, probably the other side. Yeah. So when I combine them, it's a full circle. Boom. Goddamn, goddamn. I don't think it matters what way, because they're all like, you know, I just have to put it in and then boom. Probably. I'm guessing. We'll see. And the stand. I mean the legs for the stand. Yeah. I don't know what to call those. This thing has 2 tapes, man. Fuck off. Open up. Open up, bitch. Let me retake this. Come on, come on. Open up. Come on, come on. What the fuck, man? Open up. Open up. Yes. Second tape. Now we get... What do we get? How the fuck I open this? It's another tape. This thing also counts as a tape, man. The fucking QR code thing. Barcode. Fuck off, man. I don't want to rip it. Oh, it's 2 bags. You son of a bitch. The metal looks scuffed. Down. Oh. Oh. It's making sound. Oh. There's a button. Button thing. Oh, that's for the thing. I gotta screw it in like that. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that first. How's there no instructions? I don't see any papers. I mean, who needs instructions for this shit? Anyways. Okay. Ha. This thing, number 1. Right? Right. That. Boom. Right? It doesn't seem right. It is right. Okay, so now screw it. I don't even know if it's in. Oh, it's in. Because I can't pull it. If I can't pull it, that means it's in. So do I turn this as hard as I can? It's not necessary, right? It's just for stability. This should be fine. Okay, so this is standing, right? Yeah. Okay. The legs is fucking long, man. This could be. What if it's in the way though of the monitor with the keyboard and shit? Man. Put that shit back in the box. All of it. Except for this. Okay. So the monitor. Wait, I'll put this. So you can see me put that shit in the monitor. I'm just gonna figure out what way. Wait, I don't, because it's simple. This is the bottom. The bottom is on the bottom. So we put this and reach it. Fuck off. Let's turn it. Bottom. That. Okay. Then. Oh. That's it. Right? Right? Yeah. That's it. Monitor! Yeah! Goddamn. Okay, how do I... It's the power button? I was gonna say, yeah, I saw no buttons on this thing. So how do I peel these? I just... Okay. No, it's not. It's not a sticker. It's not a speaker. It's just... The tape looks like it. The tape looks... Like there's dots on it and shit. Fuck, man. Fuck off. Bitch ass. So what is this then? There's something on the bottom corner. It's a hole and a lock icon next to it. Oh, feels good though. You know, let me try and remove the front things. Goddamn. Holding it is kind of hurts. Man, can't even grip it. It doesn't go. It doesn't do it. Dude, my nail is not sharp enough for this. How do I peel this, man? Hey, yo. I'm gonna leave this shit, man. I'm fucking... I could be speakers, though. No, I can't peel it. Fuck off. Okay. So like this. Dude, what if it's not even... What if I shouldn't even peel it? I'm breaking it. You know what? I'm leaving it. This is fucking... This is stupid. If it's not easy to peel, I'm not peeling it. I'll do it later then. Okay, for the back though, now I gotta figure out what's with the blue plastic. What's up with the blue plastic stuff? These things. Does it have any writing? It does say something. SK1 PC2. hover. Doesn't say left or right. C2. This they both say the exact same thing. It's the same plastic, probably. Yeah. Everything is the same. All the hooks on the same place. So it doesn't matter. I'm guessing I just get in. I close it here. I close it first. Is it closed? Yeah. And then I find the spots. I found. Oh shit. So, what the fuck?
PDFs in the past.
Shut up!
Experience seamless
You dick, fucking dick.
Those heavy situations, I don't.
Shut your mouth. Spotify. Music. I signed up for music, man. God dang. I can't even get it off anymore. Oh, fuck off. Oh, no, I can. No, I can't. I can. This thing's not going off. I'm breaking it. It's stuck. Help. Oh, I got it. Yes. And it's not broken. So I go that way and turn it clockwise. That's what I wanted to know. Oh, dude, I already scratched the hook. Fuck me. Orientation literally doesn't matter. Just close it up. Close it tight. Close. Yes. Okay, so now boom it everywhere. Boom, boom. Is it boomed? I guess so. And twist. How far do I twist? I don't know. Ah, fuck off. Why is it so hard? Bitches. Okay. You know what? That's good enough, man. I don't think I can do anymore. This is good enough. Fuck it. I'm done. Okay. Cables. Let me put everything aside. The camera. Here for a second. Just 1 second. I gotta set up, I gotta remove this shit. Which is the trash monitor I was talking about. Ah. Fuck. Look at this fucking dinosaur. What the fuck is this? Look at it. That doesn't even make any sense. I can't move this whatsoever. This is pure fucking trash. And it's wobbling as well, like the thing, look. It's shaking. I don't know if you can tell, but this thing is so heavy and this is so poorly designed. It's just wobbling the whole time. So the camera was wobbling just from the monitor itself. I can't really shake the table anyhow. So yeah. Fuck that thing. And unfuck that thing. Yeah. Wait, no. Now that I remove the monitor, I can easily. Where's my dust clean wiper? I have like a specific cloth that helps with dust. There it is. Got it. Boom. Like this place. Get it fully prepared for the new baby boy. Yes. Here we go. God damn. Look how well it picks up the dust, man. All of it on the cloth. Good. Okay. Yes. Move. Oh, sorry. Oh, fuck. Oh, that was good. Damn. This thing is too big. Okay. Good. Borderless design is gonna fuck with me. Borderless design. Look how much border I have here. See that thing? That shit. Okay. Dude. 3 centimeters or some shit. Right? This one is borderless, literally. Borderless. It's in the way of everything. I can't even move the mic. Oh. Move this to the left. Move it. Wait, they have to be aligned a little bit. At least.
Stell dir vor, du bist in Irland. Du siehst grün, soweit das Auge reicht.
Oh,
Am Horizont lassen sich...
I'm playing adult. Fuck off. There's no way. Jesus. Okay. Okay. This thing is too big, man. It doesn't fit. I'm not even kidding, it's too big. No joke. Oh, looking. Fuck, looking. Just like a little bit. Oh, and I didn't think it would be that big. Smokes. But I this way. Yeah. That. What's fucking it up? I don't understand. Go down with this one. The view angle gets fucked. This is not even straight. Brother, everything is just in the way. Okay. Move it like this so the monitor has, the keyboard has all the room This X. Bro, the mic is gonna. The mic is in the way clearly. I can't even see the second screen that much. Fuck. Wait, turn it, put it down a little. Oh shit, it goes down far. God damn. Dude, that thing is huge. Actually huge, insanity big, insanely sane. What if I move everything to the right a little bit? A little bit, a little bit, a little bit further. Just that a little bit. Yes. Okay. Now the webcam goes on this. Fuck, the webcam is hot. The webcam is so thick. Oh man. The webcam is blocking the screen, bro. Okay. If I like... No. Doesn't work. What does work? Hey, yo! That will work. Doesn't tilt that. Well, the problem is the back of the monitor. It's not equal. It's around the back. Oh damn. Jesus, man. That is fucking scuffed. I need to send this shit back, man. For real, for real. Jesus. 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 Jesus Christ. Okay, let me just connect it first. How about that? It's fucking crooked. It's crooked. God damn. Okay. Kind of better though. Dude, you can even see the light from the thing, and the band streamer. From at least this looks. Okay, there goes that. I think it's nice though. You can see this, so whatever I place here, you can see it. I could place like. Actually, it will be in the way. I don't know. You could see the PC in the future, and see that I'm gonna build tomorrow, hopefully. Wait, didn't hear that. And who does it this way? What the fuck is this? Okay. So that's that. And then this. How the fuck I open this? Oh, I just rip it. Okay. CD, what the fuck? Who the fuck has a CD these days? What the fuck is this? A CD, really? I could put that in my Wii, not in the PC. My future PC is not even gonna have a fucking DVD thing. Dude, I'm about to have 3 fucking monitors connected to this shit.
Studenten aufgepasst. Mit
Shut
dem
the
Samsung
fuck Please, I'm begging. You know what? Amazon Music it is, man. I'm done. Amazon Music it is. Okay, what way do I even twist this? It's so small I can't even tell if I'm closing it or opening it. Okay, I'm opening it. Dude, whoever twisted this, man, props. Props to that guy, Jesus. That was the best twisted twister I've ever seen. Okay. There goes that. Then this goes into here. What way? Does it matter? The size matter? Just do it this way because that's how it looks better. Usually it's a 90-degree type of thing with the cables. Usually it goes straight 180, you know? Yeah, whatever, I guess it's like that for now. And I'll put it in the back. I'll put it back there. Dude, I'm not gonna have to use the phone anymore. Yes, yes, boy. I can use my phone for other shit. I'll stream it. God damn, god damn. But I have no room. Jesus. So this needs to go in the monitor. Oh, not this. This. I think I fucked up my HDMI cable for the TV. Oh, that's not good. Okay, whatever, we have a second monitor now. Doesn't count. Doesn't matter. Second monitor is A-okay. Hey. I need it to the right. I need this cable. It's so much cable, man. Here. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it goes. Hey. Now this. Oh. Go. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Back there. Back there. Chichly in Bussin Zane. Okay, now we need the display port, and we're good to go. Hey, hold on, let me turn it on. It doesn't turn on. Oh, it does! It's turned on. Display port. Yeah, it's working. It is working. Oh, is this even long enough? It must be. Fuck. How long is it? 1 meter? 1.5? Dude, the fucking connector is insanely big. Jesus. Check signal cable display port. Yeah, I'm holding them in my hands right now as we speak. Oh, dude, they have like safety thing. See that? Damn. It could be a bad thing though. What if I forget to press it? Okay. What side do I put in the PC? Let me just go with this side because it's already on that side. The fucking cables at the back look so horrible. Okay. Last plug in. Please tell me something. Oh, it's enough. What is this like what? Oh, don't lift me. In. Yes. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Mia, mamma mia. Yeah. Hello? Where's the music? Oh, it switched to the fucking monitor for some reason. What? Why? No, don't do that. Oh. Holy, I have a second monitor. Holy moly. Oh, it's apparently it's the third?
Don't give in to hate.
Oh, it's to the right for some reason.
To the dark.
Display settings. Why? Yeah, like that. Okay, I need light. Oh shit, that's blue. Okay, turn it down a little. That should be good. Okay. Oh my god. Anything I missed? Cuckoo. Nothing. Wait, no, something. These things, you just put them in here because I don't know, might be able to put them back on if I ever sell that thing. Stick them in here. So that the guy that buys it off of me at least gets like 50% of the satisfaction of peeling it again. If I manage to not put it crooked. Cable ties, always good. Nice, nice. Insanely busting. Sheesh. Insanely busting it down. Okay, everything is gonna be in here. Nice. Okay. Clean. Clean. Oh, that knife is not looking clean. That's looking dangerous. That is not looking good. I can put this here. Yeah. As a little teaser for tomorrow. Or the day after, I don't know. Knives in the kitchen. Okay. I was hitting the monitor, dude. The mic arm. I have to. I'm gonna have to adjust that. 'Cause this monitor is kind of close. It is kind of close. How else would I place it? Okay, first thing I need to do. First thing I need to do is this and switch it to 160 hertz, 65. Wait, which one is the monitor? I'm guessing this one. LS. This one is G3 though. This is a G. This should be called G3. But I'm guessing because this setting I already applied it to. Okay. Multiple displays is already done. Yeah. Desktop size and position. Aspect ratio. Oh, it is already high thing. Just can't go any higher. Wait, it's already. What? Hey, it has a delay. Why does it have a delay? Look, I lift the mouse and it's still moving. I thought the monitor was fucked. Wait, so what is override scaling? No, not needed. Digital audio, not needed. Or is it? HDMI. Retard. So these two don't have audio. I'm guessing. This just doesn't do anything. Rotate. No. Adjust. I need to adjust this, do I? Wait, it doesn't even have 60? Oh, it does. Wait, what did I just put on? Okay, this one. Oh, it's a huge difference. God damn. Okay, Jesus. Do that. And then let me see again. Dude, it's almost the same. It feels the same because this one is just... I think it's the window not being able to move that fast. Is there another test I can do? Like a monitor, let's say... monitor something. Something. Flash screen. Splash screen. No, wait. Reflex test. Is that it? I can test it like that. Okay. I want to see if they're at the same time. I don't see a difference. It's not noticeable. On both screens, they're like immediate. Dude. God damn. Let me actually try. What? That's slow, isn't it? Average score. That's just people cheating though. So average is like here, 200. Fuck. No, I keep getting slower every time. I guess. Wait, this is still here. I want to see. Because this image looks different for some reason. It might be the borderless. Oh, there is a border. Oh, you can. It's under the screen. Ah. Wait, unless I can adjust the sizing. Can I like the borders? Can I pull them out? Customize? No. Well, what I do need to do is full everything here as well. Full RGB highest. Output. Why can I not change it on this one? I can on this one, but I can't because there is none available. But here, oh. Okay, I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. Yeah, NVIDIA color settings for sure. And then color settings. Is that it? Is that what does it? Is this the main monitor looks better in terms of colors? I have to put it at 70 to look like. Oh, that's probably the monitor settings. Where's the nipple? Power off, return, source, menu. Saber mode. I'm good. Menu. Game refresh rate. Yes. Response time faster, fastest. Accelerate the video response rates to make motion scene appear more vivid and natural. Motion blur reduction, MBR. Reduces blur by controlling LED behavior. Holy shit, man, this thing has the stuff that my main monitor doesn't even have. Yeah, I don't need the motion blur thing though. FreeSync Premium. Turn that off. Screen size wide. Yeah. Virtual aim point. What is that? Crosshair. I can put a crosshair on my thing. What the fuck? God damn. No, how do I remove the crosshair? Show virtual aim point on the center of the screen. No, down. Bro. Off. Ah, there it is. Picture mode custom. FPS, RTS, RPG, AOS, cinema, dynamic contrast. Do I need any of this? Brightness. Yeah, brightness all the way to 100. Actually, no, let me do 95 because I don't know. I just don't know. Contrast. What does contrast even do? See barely any change. What does my main monitor have for contrast? Brightness, contrast 80. Yeah, give it an 80. It's good. Sharpness. I have sharpness here? Holy. It's not really a difference. I'll keep it at 60 because yeah. Color. It's already color corrected from factory. Red 85, green 50 and blue 42. Color tone custom. Gamma mode 1, mode 2, mode 3. What is this gamma mode? Middle. Ah, fuck it, man. It's not that important. Anything else? Just red saturation level. Values closer to 100 mean greater intensity for the color. Oh. Let's do 95 for red. Green gets 100. And blue gets 90. Yes. Okay. Press left or right to confirm. Enter to cancel without changing. What? I just pressed enter and it okay, whatever. Color tone custom gamma, okay. And then lightsaber mode is off. On screen display. Display time. 20 seconds. Language English. Yes, that's what I'm looking at right now, I guess. Volume. Set a desired volume level. Echo saving plus adjust the power consumption of the product to save energy. It just turns down. It just turns down the brightness. Okay, off timer plus. What is that? Echo timer. PC AV mode. HDMI DisplayPort. Both. PC. Source detection auto. Yeah. Play key repeat time. What is that? Configure the response rate of a button when the button is pressed. Huh? Power LED on. Dude, where even is the power LED on this thing? I see no LED at all. Ah, below. Okay. Self-diagnosis. That the screen just did this. It had these colors on it. Well, I didn't even want you to self-diagnose anything. I hope it didn't change stuff. Did it? Color? No, it didn't. Okay. Power LED on. I want to test that. May you experience a problem with this with your monitor picture. Software update. Update software using an update file on a USB device. Insane. Information. Model decode, software version, SN, DisplayPort. Interesting. So when I turn it off, the light is on. I want it to be the opposite, I guess. Do I care? I don't think I care that much, to be honest. Yo, Kevin, what's up, man? I kind of fucked up everything. I should probably turn off the HDMI. Hey, look! You see this? See this? You know what that is? Hey? You know what that is? Oh! You know what's coming? It's a CPU! My man, it's a CPU! I'm gonna build the PC! Goddamn, goddamn! And also, I don't need this shit no more. Look. Turn it the fuck off. Boom. Boom. Close. Boom. Boom. And boom. And fuck off. Because now I have a second monitor, man. It's the webcam is on it. The webcam is on it. Yeah. Goddamn, goddamn. I don't have to look to the fucking left anymore. My neck is gonna be. I just have to adjust things because the mic, the boom arm, is hitting the monitor when I move it too far, you know, and then the camera is kind of. It's different, you know. I thought I'd have more room, but I don't. So yeah, the monitor's got it too big, even though it's below 24 inches. That's kind of fucked. It's kind of fucked, man. I'm not gonna lie. But it does look good. Bro, you missed the unboxing, man. I was unboxing that shit and building it. today. I'm adjusting the settings currently. UK Holland. Don't know it in English? What do you mean? UK Holland. Do I turn this up or not? Yeah, why not? Fuck it. Let's turn this up as well. Oh wait, actually? No, that's not. The TV has enough. Wait! Does it? Yeah, it does. It does. TV is good on colors. What else? This is fine. You don't see a difference when I do this, right? I was there last week in UK or in Holland. You see a difference in the background when do you see any difference at all when I do this? No, you don't. Because now my screen is black and white. Wait, what if I apply? Do I have to apply for you to see it? Oh, I still don't see it. Okay. Interesting. Okay, rotate. We don't need to rotate. Settings preview. I don't think I need any of these. Holland. Why'd you go there? What was there? Just vacationing? I need to do anything here? No, I did this already. This is also all done. Rotate. No. No. This is for switch res. This is only applies to the main monitor. Vacation with my girl. God damn. I'm happy for you, man. That sounds fun. Sounds insane. Wicked insane. Ah, there it is. Full. Bro. Why would it give me limited, man? Give me the full shit. May allow more detail in the dark and white areas of some content. So why is that not the default? Why is it not making it the default? Why would they give me fucking limited? What's it called? Yeah, limited, literally. They limit my shit on default, man. You gotta go in the settings to enable everything. What the fuck, man? Okay, let me just remove the HDMI cable. For now. Ah. Look how fucked it is. Look how much I fucked up the HDMI cable. You see that? You see this? It's crooked. Everything is crooked on this thing. And that's just the weight of the HDMI cable. That's it. Look at it. It's been suffering. It's suffered. Look at this shit. What the fuck, man? I can't believe it's not broken yet. I can kind of bend it back, but should you bend it back? Are you supposed to? Because what if I break it by bending it back? Because I'm trying to fix it, but fixing it actually hurts it. Drank some nice wine and ate some cheesecake there. Oh shit. What was on the cheesecake though? Was it like a plain cheesecake? I'm gonna have to move the mic arm, man. Sorry, this is not it. This is not working. God damn, god damn. What about the cable though? Is it enough? I think so. Bro, with this monitor, there's 2 more cables with it. And it's already, it looks so bad. So many cables, man. It gets even worse when the cables are too long. So you have to pile them up somehow. Oh, damn. So, okay. Guess where's cables? Yeah, because that new monitor, man. New monitor, my man. The new monitor. Look at it in its full glory. The new setup, the new designs of everything. Fuck, the webcam is not long enough. Okay, there we go. There we go. Boom and boom. Damn. Damn. I'm probably gonna break stuff. I do this. See that? Main monitor as always, and this is the second monitor. Second monitor. Yeah. The Inception is not. Why is it so blue? Why would it be so blue though? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Is that telling? Is it the same here? Yeah, it is. Is that blue light? Is that how it works? Is that how blue light works? 'Cause that's mini blue. No fucking clue. That is nice. Nice. Not nice when it's blue. Blue light is trash. Fuck, man, I have to. Where do you go? Okay. Oh yeah, the arm is still too fucked. Monitor back further so that this one has more room, and then I can do. What can I do? And then I can do something. And I can pull it closer. I need to tilt it more like this. And it's gonna have a gap here. Fuck. If I get it closer, the legs and the fuck, man. Okay, everything off my fucking desk. This is all about the monitors now. Higher. Do I make it higher? I think this is good. Like that. Okay, now I have to move this thing. The boom arm. Okay. Okay. Is that good? Yeah. I can move this anywhere. Oh. Yeah. Oh damn. Sheeshly insanely bussin'! Woo! Is the camera shaking when I do that? Oh, god damn! Yo, Toby, the 4090. The app is slightly blue because of it glowing. It appears more blue in the camera than a mirror. Oh, that makes sense. Monitor. RTX graphic, 4090, yeah. It's a new one. What do you want to improve? The performance. Performance, man, literally. But you can always improve. But I gotta say the 4090 is kind of, it wouldn't have fit for the one I'm gonna build. By the way, this is a teaser for you, man. Does this tell you something? Does this tell you something, man? You see this? Are you seeing this? It's gonna happen, man. It's about to happen. I mean, not today, but yeah. Look at this PC. Look, it's open. It's full open. This is the PC, yeah. Look how tiny it is. It's smaller than the monitor. This is the monitor. This is the PC. Look. And the future PC. Look how big the future PC is gonna be. Oh, I can't lift it. It's too heavy though. But you can see it, right? See that size? Holy. Fuck me, you bitch ass motherfucker. Oh. Okay. Look at the package. Look at that. Look. This thing's gonna be massive. Holy. Whew. Okay. Yes. 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 Oh. Well, this pile of shit has been standing there for 2 years almost. I mean, most of it for 2 years. Oh. God damn. Why is it so big? Because it's gotta fit the new shit. It's gotta fit a whole bunch of stuff. Oh. Oh damn. Random ass server. Broken microwave. Jesus. A microwave is not even that big, I think. It's not that it's big, this one is just small. This PC is small. That's what that is. Bro, I don't know what to do with the camera view angle, man. I don't know where to place the camera. Or how. 'Cause the thing is, it's kind of busted. See how this monitor? No, you don't see it. This monitor has like a What was that? What was that? Did you hear that? Something fell. It sounded like something fell. What? Okay. I don't see anything that fell, so I guess it was nothing. Yeah, I heard it too. I don't see anything though. I don't see anything falling. That could have been fallen. Yeah. So then, back to monitor inception thing. I'm gonna place this back as it was, because now I have more room since the boom arm is gone. So this looks kind of different already. It looks kind of better. I can adjust the monitor to, you know, to fit with the camera. But then this it looks so bad though, because this is like the monitor. See, this is one monitor is here, the other one is here now. It looks like that, you know? So I need this to be up a little bit, but not too much for the camera. So like this is fine, right? But then I need to adjust this. Boom. And that's it. Like this. Who's that? You can now also, when I'm not cautious enough, you can see my screen. It can be dangerous when TOS, when you see my background, man. That's fucking titties there, man. It's some Google on the 4090. The ultimate GeForce GPU delivering an enormous leap in performance, efficiency, AI-powered graphics. AI-powered graphics is DLSS. DLSS is AI-powered graphics. Yeah, I'm trying to get this set up right. Is the camera too close now? It is closer, but I don't think it's too close. Move this here. Actually, can you still see it here? No. This, by the way, this is the band stream. I put it here. Oh, fuck off. How do we get rid of this? I put this here and this just goes. Right there, I guess. All the cables and shit. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Move the mouse, the cable doesn't interrupt. Okay. They have so much room for the keyboard now. God damn. AI painting frames between frames or some shit? It's an AI just rendering stuff. Look way better. Oh, it's instead of native 4K, like 4K is 4K. let's say the 4K normal 4K, you call it native 4K, right? And it takes a lot of GPU power to process that, because 4K, you know, is high res. And what DLSS does, they take a smaller model, which is full HD, or I think 2K, I don't know what they upscale it from, but they take a smaller source and the AI upscales it. It makes it bigger so it fits for the 4K, but it's not native 4K, but it looks like 4K because it's upscaled from full HD, let's say. Yeah, so you get more frames because it's fake 4K, but it still looks as good as 4K pretty much. So yeah, their DLSS is very good. But the thing is, for me, I don't care about DLSS because I play everything. I don't even have a 4K monitor. Not even my TV. Not even my TV is 4K. I play everything full HD, not above. Below, yes. Above, no. This is just, I don't know. I like frames more. I like high frames more. I prefer those instead of high res. I'm thinking about the monitor stand. How do I adjust this? Depends on what I play with frames versus graphics. When I play shooters, I play in frames. Oh yeah, solo games for example, and Need for Speed and that kind of stuff. I think I would also. No, actually, I would still go for frames. Because for me, everything just looks better when it's smooth. If it's 4K, then 4K 60 is not. I can't enjoy it that much because it's not as smooth. For me, it's better when something is smooth. You love the graphics. Yeah. So you have a 4K monitor or a 2K? What's it called? 1440p? 1440p is 2K, right? I don't even know. Honestly. But yeah, about that mic. I think we're good like this. I don't have to move much. Oh no, I do, because the camera's not fixed. Looks like it's about to fall. That's better. No, it's not. Fuck. God damn. Okay. 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 Good. I'm just gonna play it like this. Oh. My forehead is gone. Okay, I'm not gonna play like this. Good thing I switched. I'm gonna play like this. Right? This is how it was before, pretty much. Fuck, man. Well, how about I just do that? That's not. That's not what I meant. No, no. What? How do I undo the last move? Fuck. Filters, properties, projector. Fuck, man. Oh. Okay, there we go. And then I need to somehow adjust. Fuck. Oh, there it is. Ah, okay. I'm confused. It's still stretched a bit. Is it not? I think it is. Okay. Bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man. This is stupid. Undo, just undo everything. Undo everything. Undo, 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 undo. Control Z. Oh fuck.
Flickster, you're a fucking weeb.
What? Oh, because I'm pressing the wrong... Because it's Y on my keyboard. Okay, that's how it was. That's how it was. Yeah, it's same with the game screen. Okay, there, we're back. Fixed it. We're back. Now all I need to do is lift it. Yeah. So I can turn... That's what I want to do. So I can put this camera down more. You know? That's what I meant. Yes. And then same for this one. Boom. Yes. Yes! Exactly. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be a different ratio, aspect ratio, but it might even be better. I don't know. We can change it anytime, so it doesn't really matter. It's crooked, man. Okay, like this, and then no, that's too far down. Okay, man, this fucking camera, man, just do it with it. This should be good, right? You can see. Yeah, I want you to be able to see this, because I will be putting, when my future PC is here, it's gonna stand right here, and it's gonna be looking sick and in Chichli same. Yes. So I put chat here, and then I will not have to look down, because usually I would have been looking like this, you know, when I read chat I was looking down every time. Now I can look at, you know, at the monitor. It's insane. I mean, for new messages I still kind of have to look down, but yeah, I think I can change about that. Better than before though. Okay. Dude, the monitor's kind of big, man. It's kind of big. I thought it would be shit. You know, one problem I had with this was what was it? I don't even know anymore. I forgot, honestly. Oh yeah, I can have Discord open on there as well. Insanely busting it down. Can I show you how the second monitor looks? I should be able to. Dude, I've never had a setup like this. It's insane. I fucking love this. Oh, Discord doesn't really allow me to pull it that far. It doesn't really go slim. No, I can't do the Discord thing because that's chat is now hidden. Okay, never mind. This whole site will be OBS only, I guess. Any settings I need to do still? No, right? Landscape. Extend these displays. Duplicate. No. Show only one, only two. Make this my main display. This is the main. Okay. Can I go higher? No. Okay, it's full HD. Oh, tell me, Toby, why is it that these people can scam others without going to jail? This monitor, it said 61 centimeters and 24 inch. It's only 60.4 centimeters and 23.8 inch. It's smaller than they claim. They just round it up. Isn't that like, you know, it's different. It's a fake number. Dude, I don't know. I'm still happy with this monitor because it's still, it doesn't really matter that much because it's still like, you know, it's not, they're not equal, they're like this kind of. So it doesn't really matter. But still, it's, you know, it's for other people, it's fucked up. Because what I thought it was gonna look like is, this one is 24.5 inch, right? So I was fine with either 25 to 24 inch. 24.5 would have been perfect because that would have been the same thing. But I just got, you know, that was a really good offer for this monitor. So I got this one and it said 24 and it's smaller than 24. It's out of the scale that I want it to be, you know? The scale was, you know, it was here and it is here. This monitor. It's not within, it's below the scale, which is bad. But like I said, it's not that bad because it's not really, they're not lined up because of the webcam. So yeah, it's fine. But it's not fine at the same time. You know what I mean? Fuck, man. Goddamn. Okay. I didn't really think I would get to play games, honestly. What do we do? Did I prepare for tomorrow or did I just, I don't know. Play some Rocket League, I guess. Wait, I remember. I was gonna watch videos. Yeah, I got 4 videos right here.
This never before.
If you were sent to a remote,
Remember.
frozen, desolate island in the Arctic Circle and asked to survive, how long would it be before you succumbed to the elements? What if you were also constantly being hunted by polar bears during the long winter darkness?
How about
This is
I
the
do
tragic
a
story
little
of Ada
smaller,
Blackjack and Wrangel Island.
like that.
Believe it or not, in 1921, Canada technically attempted to invade Russia. This attempt was led by
Technically.
famous Canadian Arctic explorer Vilhjalmur Stevenson. Originally born in Manitoba, Canada as William Stevenson, later on he changed his name when he attended Harvard for anthropology, possibly to highlight his Icelandic origins and in order to
What the
give himself
fuck?
more credibility. And this, combined with actual exploring, did work for a time.
What?
From 1906 to 1912, he traveled through the large exploring did work for a time.
What?
From 1906 to 1912,
Why would
he
this?
traveled through
Look,
the
why
large
would this open? What the fuck is happening?
From 1906 to 1912,
Why would this?
traveled
Guest
through
star
the large
management. What the fuck is happening?
From 1906 to 1912,
Why would this?
traveled
Guest
through the
star
large-
management. How do I close this? It doesn't have a close button. Why would this? No. Oh, there it is. Well, now I missed everything that has been written. Oh my god.
largely uncharted East Arctic, mapping and conducting other scientific work. During this time as well, he completely engulfed himself in the
TV
native
check.
culture,
Bro, the
much
TV
more than
yeah, I gotta
explorers who
remove
would come
this.
before him.
The TV is off
He learned
now.
the language,
Now we
learned
have second monitor.
customs,
The TV
wore
is
native
useless.
clothing,
TV
and when
is
he
gone.
returned south, spoke
No more
very
TV, man. No
positively
more
about the
doing
so-called
this.
friendly Arctic. He even went as far as to claim that a family could live as comfortably
okay.
in the
Oh,
Arctic
hey,
as they could in
hey,
Hawaii.
hey, hey,
And during this
hey,
time, this work was important and did go a long way as far as establishing his reputation as an explorer to other explorers and to the Canadian government. So, the following
No
year,
more
in
TV.
1913, he was asked to organize a Canadian Arctic
Finally, man.
expedition for the Canadian
Jesus.
government. Unfortunately, this expedition would become infamous and severely damage his reputation. 3 ships were sent to the Canadian archipelago to search for
This
potentially
model is actually
undiscovered
way too
landmasses,
overkill
but
for
the
me.
Arctic ice was unusually
for a
bad that
second
year,
model,
and
that's way
resulted
too
in all
much.
3 of the ships getting frozen in place before reaching their initial
This
destination.
thing has features that
When
my
this
main
happened,
model doesn't even have.
Stevenson left the main ship with several crew members, supposedly with the intention of hunting and providing
fucking
fresh meat
adjustable-
for the other crew. However,
adjustable,
the remaining crew members suspected that Stevenson left deliberately,
response times and
anticipating
shit.
the ship would be carried off and crushed by shifting ice. And when this did actually happen, it sank and resulted in the deaths of several of the crew in the freezing waters. Despite this, Stevenson just bought new ships and continued on with the expedition. And although it did produce valuable data and discovered previously undiscovered land, Stevenson was
stretch,
highly
my man, you going
criticized
crazy,
for his poor
man.
leadership and the loss of 11 lives total over the course of 3 years of exploring. He then spent the next several years as a professor lecturing
Toby,
about the
stop,
friendly
stop,
Arctic,
stop.
but one
Save the
thing
money.
remained on
Bro,
his mind.
listen.
One of the groups of survivors of
I don't know
that
if
previous
you were there when I said
expedition
it
had
last
made their
time, but
way
I'm
to
gonna
an
say it
island
again.
known as Wrangel Island,
I
north
will-
of the tip of eastern Siberia.
When I'm not a
hoped to
bitch
claim
anymore,
this island
I
for the
will
Canadian
put
government and
as
pitched
coin
them as an
redeems
opportunity for new land, a base for
this
transarctic
stuff.
aviation,
Lifting-
a weather
lifting the
station,
things.
and several other uses. But by then,
Like,
trust in his
do-
abilities was already
do
diminished
some
because of the previous
push-ups or
expedition,
do
and so they
some
refused to
fucking,
provide
you
him
know.
with any funding. Not to mention the fact that
I
it
have
was
to- I'd
already
have to Google what it's
technically
called, but
Russian-owned and
it's
not
fine.
claimable. Despite this, Stevenson proceeded with his plans and figured he could sell the idea to either the United States or Great Britain. First, he
Hydrate
recruited
again.
a crew of 4 men to carry out the expedition because he never
Brother.
actually intended on carrying it out himself. 3 of these men were from the infamous expedition a few years prior, and the final was an entirely inexperienced science major at the University of Toronto. And rather than paying them in cash, he offered them stock in his newly formed exploration company that would be geared towards individuals interested in touring Wrangel Island. Then, because he wasn't able to secure any government funding, he partially funded the expedition
I forgot to
himself
do this
and was able to
with my
get
left
some
leg.
private investment. Once the group was organized, they set sail from Seattle on September 9th, 1921, with enough money to buy 2 metric tons of food, guns, tents, clothing, and other equipment to last an entire year. Stevenson also recommended for them not to buy much meat because they could hunt for much of it on the island, even though all 4 of the individuals were inexperienced hunters. He also recommended against buying much winter clothing and told them to hire some of the local Inuit people to sew clothing from the animals they hunted. This was typical of most expeditions of the era. The local populace was crucial to surviving the harsh conditions, which they called home, because they possessed invaluable knowledge about hunting, trapping, and other skills that non-natives didn't. However, when the group of 4 completed their 620-mile journey from Seattle to Nome, the locals recognized the risks of the voyage and quickly lost interest. Not only was the island remote and desolate, but the
Dude, I'm
Inuit
getting
also
deeper and
recognized
deeper,
the
man,
group's
every time.
inexperience and how
I
risky
can
the journey
almost
would
touch
be
the
as a
floor
result.
with the thing.
The 4 men eventually
see
reached
it?
out to the local sheriff, who put
Wait, I
forth
can
the
just
name
see
of
if you
the
can see
local
it.
Inuit woman named Ada Blackjack. Ada was born in the remote Alaskan settlement Spruce Creek
Look.
in 1898 at the start of the Alaskan Gold Rush, and right from the beginning, her life was plagued by tragedy. When she was just 8 years old, her father died after eating spoiled meat, so she was sent to a Christian Methodist missionary mill, where she was taught to read and speak
It's so
English and sew and
close.
cook quote-unquote white folks' food for the individuals coming for the gold rush.
My knees, though.
Then, at just 16 years old, she married a local dog musher named Jack Blackjack. During their short,
Blackjack?
tumultuous
Wait, that's
marriage,
isn't
Ada
that-
gave birth to 3 children,
isn't
but
that the
tragically,
actor?
just one of the 3 survived
actor, man?
infancy. During this time as well, Jack beat and starved Ada, and then in 1921,
different Jack.
just
What the fuck
22
happened to
years
Jack
old,
Black?
he deserted her entirely. With no money and no transportation, Ada then walked 40 miles from their home in the Seward Peninsula all the way to Nome, Alaska, carrying her 5-year-old son Bennett, who was suffering
was
from
trying to-
tuberculosis.
Do something else.
At the peak of the gold rush, Nome was the largest settlement in
This-
Alaska.
this second
but
one was
following
actually
that time, the population
very
declined
wide.
from 12,000 people to just under 1,000. When Ada
Same.
got there, it was just a shadow of its former self, with a high crime rate,
Like,
no
wider than I
sewers,
thought.
no ditches, and no safe drinking water. Unfortunately, even more tragically, Ada was forced to bring Bennett to an orphanage because she didn't have enough money to support him, let alone pay
Orphanage.
for treatment for his tuberculosis. Although she would vow to return to get him as soon as she could. Shortly after that, the group of 4 explorers arrived in Nome
Yo.
seeking an Inuit seamstress who spoke English.
Oh, another
and Ada's
hydrate.
name
I
was
forgot.
put forward.
Fuck, man.
Ada, understandably, was reluctant to join the group. She didn't want
I
to
have to
leave
get the
Nome
canister.
because Bennett was there, and she didn't want to be the only Inuit and only woman on a risky expedition. But the group assured her that more Inuit would be hired before they left and promised her a salary of $50 a month. This was an amount of money that was entirely unheard of to her at that time. Not only would it be enough to get Bennett back, it would also be enough to pay for his treatment. So despite her hesitance, Ada agreed to join the company. When she arrived in port to meet the group, none of the other Inuit families expected to join had shown up, which made her hesitant once again. Again, the group reassured her that more Inuit people would be hired before they reached their final destination, so Ada got on the ship and the group set sail. Before their final stop at Wrangel Island, the group stopped briefly in Russia for some supplies, and the Russians asked them what their plans were. The group told them they intended on going to Wrangel Island, but kept secret their true intentions to claim the island for themselves. In response, the Russians simply laughed and told them that it was nearly impossible because of how hostile the conditions
Bro,
were.
also what I was gonna
The group
say,
then set sail once again for
the
their
Saint
final
Monitor, I
destination.
kind of thought of it
Another few
as
hundred
a
miles later, the group looked out from the ship's deck to the icy shores coming into view. They would successfully make
when I'm
onto
gonna have the
land,
new
but this was
PC,
no consolation
I'm gonna have two
for Ada as
PCs,
she stepped out
so I
onto
can
a remote
invite
and
somebody
desolate island.
with
This
the
group of
LAN
five,
party,
plus a
somebody
cat
that
gifted
doesn't have a
them named
PC,
Vic,
for
were
example,
the only people for
and I could
hundreds
play
of
with them
miles
because
in
I
any
have a
direction.
second
And now they need to somehow survive the
monitor,
next year
which is
in
really
such
good
a hostile
because it's
place.
fucking high refresh rate
They'd
and shit.
soon come to realize that the
least high
Arctic,
enough for this
as
PC,
Stevenson had
you know?
described, was far from friendly. Located in the Arctic Ocean, Wrangel Island is north of Siberia, which is already considered one of the most remote and challenging places on Earth. It's also in the Arctic Circle and therefore far above the tree line, meaning that conditions are too harsh for trees to even grow. So instead of trees, the vegetation is primarily just short grass, characteristic of the Arctic tundra. With it being so far north, the average summer temperatures are just barely above freezing, but winter temperatures can get as low as -72 Fahrenheit or -57 Celsius. It's also a fairly large island at about 80% of the size of Puerto Rico, with a small mountain range
Toby,
running its length that reaches close to 4,000
guess-
feet high.
Guess what
These
GPU?
mountains end on the shores as large
I'm gonna
rocky
place
sea cliffs that
in a
jut
thing.
out from the icy Arctic Ocean. These features, despite how
want you to
inhospitable they
guess.
are, give the island a unique beauty. But again, it's so remote that this is
I wanna know
rarely
what you think.
appreciated by the outside
I don't
world.
know if you remember it.
As a quick side note, interestingly, Wrangel Island is thought to be the last place where
Not
woolly
even sure
mammoths
if I ever
lived
told it.
before they went extinct, which was just 4,000 years ago on the island. The group arrived part of the way through summer, which is necessary to actually even reach the island because there's just a brief window for a couple of months each year when the island isn't surrounded by ice. One of the first things they did was plant a flag and claim it for King George of the British Empire and the Dominion of Canada, in full view of the ship's captain.
That's the
He would then
CPU.
bring this news back to the mainland on his
That's a
return and
GPU,
cause serious
GPU graphics
controversy
card.
with the US.
The
and Soviet
graphics.
Union. But on the island itself, this would be of little concern for the group, as they simply tried to survive the conditions. Their first 16 hours were spent setting up
Bro,
camp, which
you
included
just said
one
that
tent
because
for
it's
sleeping
here.
and 2 more to hold all of their supplies. While doing this, they realized some of their crucial food was already rotten or
kinda
hadn't
scared,
gotten
though,
on the
because-
boat at all. To make
Look.
matters worse, the dogs they brought with them to pull sleds were underweight
It's
and
dirty.
malnourished
You
right
see
from the
it?
get-go.
It's-
Despite
it
all of
has
this,
like dirt
the journal entries of the men showed that
inside.
they didn't seem to be too concerned because they were still under the illusion painted by Stevenson
scared that
about
it's
the friendly
used,
Arctic.
you know?
In their minds, they could get all they needed from the environment. This is true to a degree.
the
There
thing
are
is,
a
the
few
seal-
native groups who live
the
as
seal
far
was good.
north as they were then, but these people have lived in these
Seal, it
areas
was
for
sealed.
millennia. They learned to survive in this environment over generations.
It's like
and
an AMD
generations.
factory seal.
The
You can't.
expedition's members barely knew
Once
how
that
to
has
handle
been
guns.
opened, you can't.
Nonetheless,
resell
their
the
initial few months were successful
CPU
as they
if
spent
it's not
time
legally.
exploring the island,
But
conducting
then
scientific
again, you
work,
could kind
studying
of
the
open it from the
wildlife, and
bottom, I
documenting
guess.
all of it.
Maybe.
Ada, meanwhile, sewed,
doing it
cooked,
smart.
cleaned, and scraped animal skins.
Like,
During
can I
this first
actually-
few months, she was incredibly homesick and anxious, and the relationship between her and the group
no, you
was slow
can't.
to develop. In particular, one of the individuals in the group, a man named Lorne Knight, was especially hostile to her and referred to her only as the woman.
No, you can't.
Then, on November 21st, the sun went down for a final time for the next 61 days for the long polar night. Conditions became even more brutal during this time, and the group was forced
best
to rely
thermal
heavily
taste,
on their
yeah.
supplies. Hunting was hard enough already, but was
Grab
worsened
some
by the fact
gravel
that a
from
small
outside.
boat they brought with them had gone overboard the ship during a storm. in
Okay,
their
since you're not
voyage.
answering to the
Instead,
GPU thing,
they
I'm
attempted to
going to
use
show you.
traps to catch foxes, birds, fish, and seals.
Uh,
They also occasionally caught polar bears because Wrangel Island has
GPU I
the
was
highest
gonna
density
get.
of polar bear dens anywhere on Earth. Unfortunately,
I can tell you what GPU it is because I was gonna get this one. I couldn't get this one because it's not even offered anymore, and it costs 1,200. This thing just looks absolutely insanely bussin'. This looks fucking busting it down, Tatiana. Oh my god, goddamn Jesus Christ, holy smoking crack! That thing is the best looking GPU. Look, it's not even no offers whatsoever, none, 0. Now the other website. Last offer, which also is gone. The last offer was 1,200. My man, what the fuck? I'm not paying no 1,200.
This
This
meant
thing
that the polar
MSRP
bears
is like
also occasionally
800
stalked
or
the group.
700.
As the winter
don't even know.
persisted, the blizzards and whiteouts made it
Let's
almost
say
impossible
900
to hunt
'cause it's
because of
ASUS.
poor visibility.
Third party.
But
right?
again, despite all of this, the group was in
And they
good
sell it for
spirits and even
1,200.
celebrated Christmas and New Year's from the comfort of their tents. And over time, this
Would have
brought them all
guessed
together
an
as they
AMD
relied on one
Radeon.
another to survive. A few months later, as winter wrapped up for the year, supplies started to run low. This wasn't necessarily a
see.
concern for the group. They knew that with summer approaching, a ship would be coming with more people and more supplies. Unbeknownst to them,
Wait, so you're guessing
Stevenson
that
was
that's the
broke.
GPU that
It
I
took
got,
all the
or
way until
that's the
spring
one
of
that I
year
wanted
for
to
him
get?
finally scrounge up enough money to send the ship. Even then, it wasn't
Yeah,
nearly
the
as
one-
much as he
the one I
needed,
wanted to
but
get
would be
was-
enough to send supplies to the group. Then,
What I
finally,
just
on
showed.
August 20th, a ship named the Teddy Bear left Nome and set sail for Wrangel Island. Unfortunately, that year the
One I
ice
got,
started
okay.
unusually early, and the Teddy Bear ran into ice well before reaching the island. The ship's captain
I'm
ran
not
the
gonna
ice
say if it
and
was a
tried
good
desperately to
guess or
carve a
not.
path,
That's
but by
really-
September, the ice only thickened
I'm not
and he
leaking.
was forced
I'm
to
not
turn
leaking
back.
it. 'Cause who knows?
And although
maybe
they didn't know that a ship had tried to reach
maybe
them,
when
it was
the
also
GPU
clear to
comes,
the
it's
group
gonna be
either
trash
way
and I have
that
to send
this
it
late
back.
in the season, no ship
and
was
I
coming to help them.
might get a different one. So I
With
don't
this
want to say
unfortunate
yet.
revelation, they had to make
I'm
some
gonna-
hard
I'm
decisions,
gonna say when I
starting
have
off with
it.
extreme rations of the remaining food and supplies. They contemplated heading to mainland Siberia, but their supplies were low even for that trip. Hunting had become even more difficult as well. They found that many of the animals on the island migrated in unison. If the seals were on one side of the island, so were the polar bears who hunted them. This caused a domino effect, resulting in no animals in certain areas at certain times. As the situation worsened,
Those look
they
like
were forced
cats
to
in the
attempt a trip
background.
to the mainland anyway. Leader Alan Crawford and Lorne Knight waited until the ice was thick enough and then set off on January 7th. This attempt would fail after just 13 days because their even more malnourished dogs couldn't pull the 300-kilogram sled carrying the men and supplies. They returned just a few days later, suffering from frostbite and scurvy, which is now becoming a problem for the entire group due to vitamin C deficiency. Lorne in particular seemed to have the most
Vitamin
advanced case of
C.
scurvy, and in just a short while,
Is that what you
sores
get from
formed
the
all
sun?
over his body, his gums became loose, causing his teeth to fall out, and blood seeped out of his skin and nose.
If it is, then who
Because
cares
of how
about the
desperate the situation was
deficiency?
becoming,
My man,
Alan
I'm
decided
like,
they needed to make another attempt at reaching Siberia.
I've never seen
This
this
time, Lorne would stay with Ada while the other two men accompanied him. The journey they'd make would be 700 miles to the east cape of Siberia, much farther than the closest shore, simply because there were no towns or supplies anywhere close to them.
Oh, dude.
They estimated it would take approximately 60 to
Also,
70
another
days,
reason
promised
why
to return with a
stream
ship as
looks
soon as the
different
ice was
because I
clear
put
and then set
more.
off. This left
uh,
Ada alone to care for Lorne, who was so weak now
What's
he
it
was
called?
bedridden.
I put more bitrate.
And in addition to
higher
cooking,
bitrate.
cleaning, and caring for him, she would also have to hunt for
Yeah.
all of their food and fend off polar bears all on her own.
Only the tire
And although
from
she
the
was
sewer
Inuit,
vent
she was
stuff
raised by
is now a
Methodist
VTuber.
missionaries. She didn't have the same passed down survival
Oh,
skills
fuck
as much
no.
of the rest of her people.
Like
Besides
official
sewing,
on
she
Twitch.
didn't really know how to hunt or trap,
Officially?
but without any other
Officially
options,
official
she
on Twitch.
slowly taught herself how to do all of it. During the day, she walked miles
Milk
searching
cooled
for food,
BC.
carrying just a knife to defend
Nah.
herself from the massive polar bears.
It's just
When she was
it's
at
just
camp,
white
she
color.
frequently had to fend them off
It's not-
from a
it
lookout
is-
she
it can't
built to
be milk.
spot them from a distance.
That shit's gonna.
She hauled
no, that's
driftwood from
bad,
nearby
actually, if it
shores
is
to
milk.
use for the fire, and she taught herself how to shoot
it's
using
actual
makeshift
milk-
targets to practice her aim. Over time, she became
No.
proficient at hunting seals and geese and learned how to trap foxes.
Ah,
And incredibly, she even
disgusting.
created 2 canvas boats from driftwood and animal skins to help her hunt.
It's gonna clog up in
Months
there.
went by like this, and slowly
You
she
can't
learned
do
how
it.
to survive
Nah, you
in the
can't do it.
hostile
man.
Arctic.
Impossible.
Over this time as well, Lorne's condition worsened and he became increasingly hostile towards Ada, even though he would die without her. Every night, she heated sand to put on his feet, she emptied his bedpan, and she even rotated
Food
sacks of
theory would
oatmeal
disagree
around
with
his
you.
bed to prevent
What do
him
you
from
mean?
getting bed sores. In return, he threw books at her, he yelled at her, and he berated her, and told
Milk,
her she
when it
was
goes
doing a
bad,
terrible
it
job.
clogs
He
up.
even went as far as to say she deserved the treatment by her ex-husband. Worst of all, though, he told her it was
Also,
because
milk
of
has
her
fat
care
in
that
it.
her other 2 children had died. This comment would be a rare
I don't
instance of
think
emotion
fat is
displayed
any
in her
good
journals,
anywhere
where she
near
described that this
high
was the lowest
temperatures.
she'd ever been in her entire life. And despite all of this,
Especially
she
when it's
continued to
cooling
care
and
for
heating
Lorne until he finally passed away
repeatedly.
on June 23rd, 1923.
Like the milk.
Even after all of the
Milk.
mistreatment, Ada wept. She was now completely alone. She
Milk
just
is
had to
great
hope
cooling
now that the
substance
3
if you
others would make their
change
way
it
safely to
regularly.
the East Cape to find a ship. Because
Oh
despite
yeah,
all
well,
of her
if you
newfound
change it
skills,
regularly,
she
that's
was
just a
ultimately
waste.
slowly
No,
starving
that's
to
just a
death.
waste of money, though.
Unbeknownst to her, though, those men would never be seen again. They likely died somewhere along their journey,
Milk will
possibly
rust
due to
that
falling
shit.
through the ice, they might have frozen to death, or terrifyingly, they might have been hunted and eaten by polar bears.
Depends on the metals, doesn't it?
Unfortunately, since no
I
trace
think
of
what
them has
creates
ever been
rust
found, there's
is
no way to know
combining
for
different
certain.
metals.
Following Lorne's death, Ada built
That's
a
what I
barricade
heard.
around his bed to protect him from the polar bears, and then moved into one of the supply tents with Vic the cat. Her journal during this period,
the
despite the
screws and
grimness
stuff,
of the
they should
situation,
all be
is
like
filled with positive
either
affirmations
copper
about
or,
staying alive
I don't
and
know,
surviving
whatever
her
metal it is.
circumstances. Unfortunately, though, despite her best efforts, she was slowly succumbing to scurvy now as well, and began to suffer headaches, stomach aches,
Do you
and
have a link?
swollen
Can you
eyes.
send it?
During this time, she continued to hunt but grew increasingly terrified of polar bears. In one instance, she narrowly escaped being attacked by a bear after the bear chose a seal she had caught instead of her. Throughout this incredibly difficult time, the only thing keeping her sane was the little cat Vic, and the only thing keeping her going was the thoughts of returning to her son Bennett. Back on the mainland, although Stevenson was now technically retired
I
from
don't know, man,
exploring,
this
he
model
did
looks so
thankfully feel
different. It
obligated
feels
to send
weird.
another ship to retrieve the group. And again, although money was hard to come by, he would eventually raise enough to finally send one. In August of 1923, almost 2 years following their initial departure, another ship left Nome, captained by a man named Harold Noyes.
Maybe it's the sharpness.
On the ship were a group of 12 Inuit and one
It has
American,
like a sharpness
all of which
feature.
had been asked to permanently settle on the island by Stevenson in order to carry out the occupation and maintain control of Wrangel Island as a Canadian territory. On the night of August 19th,
Yeah,
Ada
it
had a
is.
strange dream about a ship arriving at the nearby shore. The following morning, she woke up to a dense
I think
fog
so.
obscuring the area around her tent and went about her morning
Yeah, it's the
sitting by the
sharpness.
fire and drinking tea. At some point, as she
You turn
sat
it
there,
down
she
then.
felt a strange rumbling. Initially, she thought it might be a walrus or some other large animal.
put sharpness
the
on
rumbling grew
40,
louder
that's
and louder
enough.
until she was compelled to poke
It was
her
on
head out of
60.
the tent. Then, looking through field glasses, she looked out
Yeah,
into
already
the fog
better.
for a long while.
I didn't think
Almost
that would do
unbelievably,
much
there was a
difference, but
faint
it
outline
does.
of a ship
Now I'm
in the
noticing.
distance. After 2 years spent on the remote, desolate Wrangel Island and the last few months spent in complete
Contrast.
isolation, Ada would be going
Other-
home. Finally, on August 31st, 1923, Ada stepped
Okay.
off of the ship and onto the dock in Nome, Alaska. Tragically, though, this wouldn't be the end of Ada's misfortune. The press went crazy when the news broke and began to refer to her as the female Robinson Crusoe, but Ada wanted nothing to do with her ordeal. She was still traumatized by the events that transpired in that 2 years. The three that were never seen again had become her friends in that time, and their disappearance was difficult to handle. Even Lorne's death, despite everything, was a traumatic event for her. And in writing about it, she wrote this: "I had a hard time when Lorne was dying. I will never forget that all my life. I was crying while he was living. I try my best to save his life, but I can't quite save him." Perhaps the only positive thing that came out of the expedition for Ada was that with the money she received, she was able to take Bennett out of the orphanage and take him to Seattle for treatment. She would later remarry and have another son, but tragically, she would also contract tuberculosis and had to give both of her sons up once again. It would be another 9 years before she was able to get them back. So while Stevenson profited off of the books written about the events, Ada returned to poverty and struggled
I
to
gotta
find
say,
work.
I don't know shit about
Finally,
this video.
in 1937,
We
she
just
moved
watched
to
the whole
Nome
video.
permanently
I don't know
with her
what
sons
it
and
even
made
is
a
about.
living herding reindeer, hunting, and trapping, all things that she taught herself on Wrangel Island. For the rest of her life,
just saw some
she
pictures,
received
that's
no
it.
money from the books written about her, books which were partially composed from her journals. And Ada Blackjack would live out the rest of her life in Nome, Alaska,
Oh, yeah,
where she
Blackjack.
eventually
I
died
heard
of
that before.
tuberculosis in 1983 at 85 years old.
Still a different actor.
Stevenson, on the other hand, remained a well-known explorer and continued his scientific work at various universities and organizations for the rest of his life. As for Wrangel Island, just 1 year after the new group of colonists were dropped off, they were removed from the island by the Soviet Union. Despite Stevenson's denial, it was never a claimable island, and the group of explorers was sent there in vain. Their deaths were in vain. It is now a
vain or
nature
in
reserve
vain?
where human activity is restricted other than for scientific purposes.
What?
If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, my name is Sean and welcome to Scary Interesting.
Not gonna know
If
what
you enjoyed
happened.
this video, you
kinda
might
wanna
want to
know.
check out the other videos on my channel.
Damn.
And once again, thank you so much.
No problem.
Hey, everybody, it's me, the anthropomorphic tiger, serial mascot, now VTuber, Tony the Tiger.
What's up?
Hey,
Tony, how you doing?
How you doing, man?
I don't mean to brag, but I'm kind of proud of my setup.
It's
it looks
fake.
incredible, Tony. It's amazing. What sort of setup is that? Is it water
A
cooled?
fake one.
Well, not exactly.
Or are you using some sort of like a white cryofuel coolant in there?
This is my brand new state-of-the-art milk-cooled PC, custom
Milk?
built for all my Tony games.
Excuse me? What did you say, Tony?
Milk-cooled PC.
Oh, no. No! We've been through this before, Explore, you do not cool gaming systems with food. How many times do I have to tell? I'm done. I can't. I can't.
This is so staged. It's fake. What?
Stop getting all pepper
Oh my
hands,
God.
Mad Pat. Welcome to the club.
That's right. Tony the Tiger from the front of Frosted Flakes boxes traded in his iconic cat ears for a pair of cat ear headphones. And I gotta say, it's not a bad look. You might even call it great. And yes, I recognize that that's now the second time in 30 seconds that I've used that joke, but if you think I'm overusing it, well, clearly you did not watch this stream.
The inaugural Great Cereal Bowl. Great friends. Great. Just remember, you're great. Well, that was
You already
fun,
know
wasn't it?
it's
As part of
staged
his
because
big
everybody has
VTuber
the cereal
debut,
from.
Tony hosted the Great Cereal Bowl of Greatness, where streamers Chrissy Official, Gold Glove,
God.
Big Cheese, and surprise guest Cleo Thomas went head-to-head competing in Fall Guys to earn their stripes, as well as...
A very real, very tangible trophy.
Let me just say, when you have to specifically
Oh, guys.
call out the real tangibility of your trophy, I kinda start to doubt that it's actually there. Anyway, missing trophy aside, the stream went largely how you'd expect a branded stream to go. Everyone was very upbeat and positive. Chat was polled about their favorite era of Tony the Tiger. There was cereal tasting. And of course, the essential to every stream, the part where the animated VTuber cereal mascot dropped some very deep value judgments about the state of the world.
Only a few things are high quality enough to earn a great, like Frosted Flakes. If everything was great, then nothing would be great.
Tony lowers his standards for no one. Also, gotta admit, my favorite bit had to be
wonder
near
if
the
it's-
end where Chrissy, just to fill an awkward silence, asks
I wonder if
Tony
it's
what
just
type
some
of a
fat
gamer
ass,
he is, and
like,
it
sitting
completely
down like
crashes
this.
his system.
So with the
I wonder if
pause,
this
does that
is-
make you mouse and
This is,
keyboard or a
good
controller
cereal.
gamer?
Yes. Like shirtless and have only underwear.
He's
Oh,
left
oh,
speechless.
you
lost him.
You can just see the marketing team behind the computer scrambling to figure out what the brand safe cool kid answer to this is. Obviously, guys, it's PC Master
Like,
speech.
what do you say?
Mouse and keyboard.
he is, and it completely crashes his system.
So with the pause, does that make you mouse and keyboard or a controller gamer?
Oh. God damn.
He's left speechless.
lost him.
You can just see the marketing team behind the computer scrambling to figure out what the brand safe cool kid answer to this
special
is. Obviously,
pedals.
guys, it's PC Master Race, and by PC I mean politically correct. Now, for as much as I'm memeing on it, it was cool. Anytime a brand is willing to go out of their comfort zone and try something new, you gotta give it some level of respect, right? And for me, the real highlight of this thing came from the very beginning in that clip that I showed you during the cold open.
Wait.
Tony shows off his gaming rig, and it's
Why
a
is
high-powered
PC short for computer when computer
This is
starts
my
with
brand
the
new
C
state-of-the-art
and
milk cooled
there's P
PC.
later?
Custom
Milk?
built
Shouldn't
for
it be
all my
CP?
Tony games.
So of course I hear that, and immediately my food theory brain turns on and starts asking whether cooling your computer with milk is possible. And it seems like Kellogg's knew that people like me would be tempted, because that
What?
moment was immediately
Is
followed by a nifty little
PC
legal warning from Linda.
Linda from Legal would be mad if I didn't mention that you probably shouldn't put milk
We'll
in your
Google it.
liquid-cooled PC. That is for tigers only.
Milk-cooled PCs are only for tigers, huh, Tony? But I want to be a tiger. I want to be great, too! So today we're looking at the plausibility of a milk-cooled gaming rig. Seems like a terrible idea, but just how bad are we talking here? We've been down this road before, and I've been shocked by the results. Over on Game Theory, we looked into the possibility of a KFC fried chicken-cooled gaming console, and we found that it would work better than expected, so hey, who knows? Maybe I'll be surprised by milk. So today we're throwing Linda's legal advice out the window. Milk may do a body good, but can it do a GPU good? Could milk, the literal poster child for needed refrigeration, actually be used to cool your computer? Or will our computers be left saying,
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
now, before the theory can start heating up, we first need to discuss why computers need to be cooled down in the first place. Computers use electricity.
Wait, this
Obviously,
guy's running SLI?
discuss
Are those two?
why
No.
computers need to be cooled down in the first place.
No.
Computers use electricity, obviously,
That's
and they
not what
work
you
by
do.
changing the state of teeny tiny transistors that exist in the processor. To change the state of those transistors, the voltage either needs to be increased or decreased. All circuits have some amount of electrical resistance, so when electricity flows through the gates in a computer, it's going to generate some small amount of heat loss. But because we're talking about billions of small transistors all crammed into there, all operating at the same time, small losses of heat are going to collectively build into a hot computer. And when you're talking about high-powered PCs playing graphically intense games, well, the number and speed of the calculations that the computer is going to have to run are astronomical. Just as an example, the AMD Ryzen Threadripper 3990X, one of the highest-end microprocessors from a few years ago, was reportedly able to run over 2 million instructions per second. Now, admittedly, all of this is a large
What?
simplification to how it all works, but basically it all boils down to lots of computing power
I don't even
requires
know what
lots of
instructions
electrical
is, but that's a lot.
transistors. The more you have and the harder you work them, the more heat you're gonna get. So, for the computer to function properly, that heat needs to be dispersed out into the surrounding environment. The most common way of doing that sort of thing? Fans. Simple. Blow cool air over the hot area so it dissipates. But once you start talking about stronger computers that generate more heat, fans may no longer be the most efficient solution. That's why manufacturers created a process called liquid cooling, where heat from a computer is absorbed by what's known as a water block.
Liquid
A water
cooling
block is
is
a
not
piece of
always
metal
better,
like
though.
copper or aluminum that's good at absorbing heat. The bottom of the water block sits directly on top of a chip that's being cooled, which allows the heat to transfer up into it.
Unless
Thermal
it's
paste
custom
between the
liquid
chip and the
cooling.
block also helps to improve the heat transfer. The block is then filled with hollow tubes and channels that liquid coolant runs through. Most often, the coolant is water, but in our case, it's gonna be milk. Whatever liquid you're talking about, it's gonna absorb the heat, and then it's gonna go through a series of tubes to a radiator where a
well,
fan's gonna then
you can-
cool
you
the
can do
whole
a
thing
lot
off.
with
Seriously
air
feels like we're
cooling,
inching
you just
closer and
need
closer
big
to computer
fenders.
brands just cooling PCs by dumping them in buckets of liquid. Oh wait, Microsoft is already doing that. I see these pictures and I definitely understand the concept, but it also makes every bone in my body scream no. Also, and I need
Wait, what they
and
do?
cool the whole thing off. Seriously feels like we're inching closer and closer to computer
Liquid
brands just
cooling?
cooling PCs by dumping them in buckets of liquid. Oh wait, Microsoft is already doing that.
What?
I see these pictures and I definitely understand the concept, but it also makes every bone in my body scream no. Also, and I need to mention this because people tend to have very strong opinions about computer stuff, I'm not saying liquid cooling necessarily works better or worse for any given system. My friend Linus over at Linus Tech Tips has done some very in-depth episodes looking at the comparative effectiveness of various cooling methods for high-powered desktop setups, only
have
to
you
find
seen
that
the
they seem to
underwater PC?
overhype and under-deliver. So I recommend
It's
that you
kinda
watch those
cool.
videos if you're curious about whether or not to shoot ice water through
really
your
heavy, though.
expensive electronic. Me, I'm just the Food Channel guy who sits here and says, milk and computer go brrrr. So with all of that out of the way, how does milk possibly fare as a coolant? According to computer brand Corsair, a good coolant needs to meet these 3 requirements. It needs to efficiently transport heat from water blocks to the radiators, it shouldn't chemically react with other components in the loop, and of course, it should match the aesthetic of your finished system. So let's look at the requirements one at a time. The last one, easy 10 out of 10 for Tony. He might be rocking that neon streamer vibe, but he's always been a cereal boy at heart. On to criteria 2, milk's ability to transport heat. When talking about liquid cooling, the number we're looking for is
I
a
don't think they actually
substance's
made a
thermal
real PC with
conductivity, which basically
milk
means its
cooled,
ability
no.
to transfer or conduct heat. Water actually has an excellent thermal conductivity for exactly this purpose, 0.598 watts per meter Kelvin. That's the number of watts
What?
conducted per meter thickness of the material per degree of temperature difference between one side and the other, hence that really wacky unit of
You
measure
needed the
there. Anyway,
video,
what
okay.
that number basically amounts to is that water is able to absorb a lot of heat before its temperature changes, which is exactly what you want for a coolant. That's often why water is used as the main point of comparison among PC coolants. And as we learned about in our KFC episode, fried chicken would actually be a decent coolant as well, since the high water content of the meat would be able to take in a lot of heat, amounting to about 88% the effectiveness of water. So where does that leave milk? According to the Journal of Dairy Science, the thermal conductivity of whole milk ranges from 0.53 to 0.613, and skim milk may be slightly better, ranging from 0.527 to 0.622
thicker?
watts per meter Kelvin. In other words, their testing found that milk was right at the level of water, or perhaps even better. I was a bit skeptical, so I kept looking for scientific papers, only to find the same results again. Research from the Federal University of Lavros found basically the same thing. Over and over, the papers I read kept saying that milk was right at the conductivity of water, if not better, which both is and isn't surprising when you actually stop to think about the science of this whole thing.
I
It's
thought he was gonna
weird
try
to
it.
think of milk being can pump through a computer system and working effectively as a coolant, but then again, milk is basically 88% water anyway, so the results largely track. In fact, we have actual real-world examples of this exact scenario coming from fellow YouTuber J2Sense. Back in 2016, he was out here being daring with some dairy. While the rest of the world focused on coating our bodies with 100 layers of anything we could get our hands on, Jay was out here pumping alternate liquids like Powerade, orange juice, and skim milk through his high-powered computer system just for the lulz. And he found that our research here was right. Skim milk actually performed right on par with normal PC coolants.
All right, well, the test has been going for just under 11 minutes now, and I want to point out the temperatures are actually more like level and stable with the milk than they were with the Gatorade. I thought that the Powerade was going to do the best.
I thought he was
but the
going to say
milk
water.
actually cooled the best.
So now we know that milk can cool for short periods, but how long can it really last? Jay's test lasted just a few minutes, but we're talking about running milk through a super hot computer for hours. That stuff is going to get hot enough to curdle and clog the
3
tubes,
days
right? At least that was my
max.
initial thought, but it turns out no. Milk actually manages to pass this test too. When milk curdles, it goes through a process known as coagulation. Basically, the proteins transform from a liquid to a solid. This usually happens when the milk's acidic content increases, like when it spoils, or during the process of cheese making. But it can also be caused by an increase in temperature. Studies have shown that changes to the proteins
Which is
of
the
milk
CPU.
aren't prevalent until temperatures exceed
And the GPU.
65 degrees Celsius, or for all of us here in the States, that's 149 degrees Fahrenheit. So what temperature is the water in a liquid-cooled computer getting up to? Not nearly that high, it turns out. Most users of high-end gaming PCs report coolant temps of around 30 to 50 degrees Celsius, or 86 to 122 Fahrenheit. Heck, even most D5 or DCC pumps have a max operating temperature of 60 degrees Celsius, or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't even need to know what either of those things are to know that those are numbers keeping Tony's PC clean of curds. Honestly, the worry here isn't milk solids, it's actually the smell. It takes about 55 hours for the smell of milk to turn sour. Not necessarily spoil, just turn sour. And considering the average playthrough of Elden Ring clocks in at just over 100 hours, let's just say that the consecrated snowfield is gonna stink hard, and not just for the usual reasons. So it looks good and it's able to withstand the heat. Sure, the smell might get bad in a few days, but still, as long as we flush the system regularly, we should be cool to brag about our milk-cooled PC, right? Rub that one in Linda from Legal's face. Except, we still haven't touched on point number 3 here, chemical reactions. The coolant you choose shouldn't chemically react with other components in the loop, and that obviously makes sense. The fluid you choose to cool your PC kinda is gonna fail at its job if it's also ruining your PC in the process. And this, my friends, is the major problem with milk. You see, around the 1930s, Big Dairy had itself a problem. All of its metallic equipment was having unusually short lifespans due to corrosion. And when they went to investigate the cause, turns out it was the milk. Copper and nickel, both metals that are commonly found in their equipment, were feeling the corrosive effects of the milk hard. In fact, they could see the impact of the milk starting to eat away at the metal in as little as 1 hour.
Yeah, but buckets and that stuff, you need not only... Look, and custom water-cooled stuff is going to be underwater always. And if it stays underwater, it's fine.
And what you
It just
know,
doesn't have to
copper and
touch
nickel
air.
are two metals that are very
But then it's
important
gonna
to
touch air
PC
when you
cooling
flush it.
systems.
Okay.
So instead of having 55 hours before the milk smells bad, you now have 1 before it trashes your computer. And by letting it sit in there, over time that corrosion is not only going to affect performance, but in the case of milk, it's also going to serve as an excellent breeding ground for bacteria. Bacteria like biofilms, layers of bacteria that not only attach to the surface of an object, but also to the bacteria around them. One example of
switch it out.
biofilms
Yeah,
that I'm
that's what
sure
I
we're
meant
all
when you-
pretty
when you
familiar
flush
with
it.
is dental plaque. Not really the sort of stuff that you want floating around your PC. I mean, I've seen
Okay.
around. Unfortunately for Tony,
enough.
biofilms aren't just slimy situations, but also sticky ones. Thanks to their special shell, the bacteria inside biofilms are almost impossible to chemically eliminate, making them notoriously hard to get rid of. If not properly eliminated, the biofilm will start to affect the system's heat transfer capabilities and even grow large enough to block flow of the tubing. And this isn't a hypothetical situation either. This is the sort of thing that real-world water treatment facilities are constantly having to deal with. This wouldn't just send Tony's computer temps skyrocketing, it would also send his VTuber career crashing down. So how long before Tony's VTuber career ages like, well, milk? When it comes to biofilms, they've been known to form in milk in as little as 8 hours. Thanks to the press release published by Yahoo, we know that Tony's PC was filled 3 days prior. So wouldn't Tony's PC have already been experiencing issues? Well, what if I told you that it was, and we can see it on stream? Don't you think it was a little weird that for the whole hour-and-a-half stream dedicated to Tony's foray into the world of VTubing, he was only present for 45 minutes? What about how the whole time it felt like Tony and the streamers were making excuses for why Tony couldn't play games, even though the press release outright said that Tony was going head-to-head against the streamers? He even brought in a last-minute sub with his guest Cleo Thomas.
Because this is my tournament, it wouldn't be fair if I was to compete against you, so I figured Cleo could come in and step in for me here.
Folks, I'm not buying this one. Remember that moment Tony glitched out over the question of being a console or PC guy? What if that wasn't him desperately searching for a brand-approved answer? What if instead it was his milk-cooled computer failing him? After all, earlier in the stream we hear this about the computer.
I've got 128 gigabytes of RAM. What? The graphics card is strong enough to render me in 3D.
His computer is how he's able to render himself in real time in 3D during the stream, meaning that glitch was ultimately a computer failure as his system chugged along, blowing its way through the massive milk corrosion that was happening within the system. In the end, it looks like Linda from Legal was right. Don't drink your coolant and get the milk out of your computer. Keep it in the bowl just like Tony intended. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm in the mood for some tricks. Sorry, Tony, Frosted Flakes just get too soggy too quickly, and that's anything but great. But hey, you know what else is great? Our sponsor for today's episode, Native. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I use the same deodorant for 30 years of my life. Meaning that glitch is how he's able to
bytes of RAM.
Oh, 20. Okay, yeah, that does make sense. I thought 160
in the end,
or
it looks like Linda from Legal was right. Don't drink your coolant and get the milk out of your computer. Keep it in the bowl just like Tony intended. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm in the mood for some tricks. Sorry, Tony, Frosted Flakes just get too soggy too quickly, and that's anything but great. But hey, you know what else is great? Our sponsor for today's episode, Native. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I use...
Me too, man. I use it every day. PC definition and meaning. PC, what does PC stand for? Free dictionary. Personal computer. Professional. It stands for many things. Postcard. What the fuck? Professional computer. Yeah, okay. So it's not just computer. It's professional or something. Personal, professional, whatever. Personal makes sense because PC, you know, is for you personally. I guess. But yeah, I thought it was like, you know, computer. So it would be like C and then P, you know? Because I thought somebody just switched it up. But no, it's a word that comes before.
Foreseen footage is one of the craziest
Oh
interrogations.
my god, no.
Why did you bring me here today, Caitlin?
Why do you think I brought you here?
No, what did it say? What is it like revealing a secret in a total darkness? I don't know. Always fart in the darkness, so it's kind of...
Here to do today.
I am confessing my feelings to one of my friends.
How strong are those feelings?
Enough to make me nervous, which I don't get nervous around men.
Does Jim know why he's here?
No.
Why doesn't Jim know why he's here?
Because I wanted it to be a genuine reaction.
How do you know him?
What is this?
We work at the same place.
Oh, so this is kind of scandalous.
Just a little bit.
Why in the dark?
I can just kind of feel like I'm just talking.
I'm a little bit scared of rejection, but I'm really just trying to like throw myself into this, and I think this is like a fun way to tell him about how I feel.
Computer chip or
ultimately I
eating
would like
chips?
To be, I mean, in a relationship with him, that'd be really cool.
I would love to go on a date with Jim.
I'm rooting for you. Are you ready for us to turn the lights off?
I am ready.
Lights off.
Those pants are sick though. Wait, what the fuck?
I am ready.
What happened to her clothes? Is that X-ray? Like these lines, I like those. Bro, this thing is X-ray, man. It's look at what the fuck?
Hi.
Hey. Yeah.
They do see each other.
How are we doing here? Okay, look. Okay, got you. Easy. Are we
Jesus.
Okay, there we go.
That's me.
Okay,
There
cool.
you are. Okay.
Hi, Jane.
Hi, Jim. Nice to, not see you.
Nice to hear you.
Nice to hear
yeah.
you.
Oh!
Okay.
That is you. That is you.
So, I feel like we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
How would you describe like our relationship?
Broccoli.
I would say like blooming friends.
What do you think of
What the fuck?
It's exciting.
Can you ask her why did you bring me here today?
Why did you bring me here today, Caitlin?
Why do you think I brought you here?
Imagine this guy doesn't know that they're like filming him with X-ray and shit, and he just starts
Yeah, totally.
I think when I first met you,
Kissing on the floor or some
there
shit.
was like some form of like an immediate attraction. Both of us were in relationships at the time, and then now that we're both single, I wanted to tell you that I have a crush on you.
Oh, okay.
Well, I have really strong feelings for you. I feel
So
like
the
just
darkness
telling
is to
you
give them confidence?
in the dark would be easier for me. So I do really like you, and I like you as a person. And
You should just said that.
I like how I feel
It would be
around
easier.
you.
I guess I have to come clean.
Yeah.
I have had a crush on you for a couple of years. If you ever
Years?
want me to take you on a date, I would love to take you on a date. But if you're not ready for that, that's cool too.
Thank you for telling me that.
Well,
First
yeah.
off, takes a lot of bravery.
I guess.
Sounds bad.
I actually, that's funny. I wasn't expecting to like, I guess, fall for somebody.
That does not sound
I
like
wasn't
the
expecting
feeling
that
is
at all, in
mutual.
honesty. Like, I always feel really good when I'm with you. You know what I mean? Like, it's always a good time. I've had to learn that I can't jump into things very quickly.
I am not ready to date anyone.
Yeah.
It's so cool that you told me this. I really do appreciate it. I'm really interested in like continuing a friendship with you and going from there and like getting cheese pizza with you again and stuff.
I think that'd be great.
What?
I mean, like same page, totally same page.
So you do.
These two were, oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you find me attractive?
I do. I do a lot. Yeah, I think that. I mean, that's the reason why I brought you here today.
Would you be open to a relationship with me?
Kaylin,
Dragon
Scout's honor. You
Dragon
can't see my
Dragon.
hand, but it's on my chest. I would definitely be open to.
I feel like they can see each other because they're looking at each other's face.
Now, I guess if the question is, would I want a relationship right now? I would very much like to make sure that what I'm feeling here is true and it's gonna last. I think for right now, waiting and still taking it slow, making sure I make the right decision. If that means not getting in a
Make the
relationship
right
right away,
decisions.
that's what I would want to do.
Do you think you're open to
What camera are they using though? How they?
towards a relationship right now in your life?
How does that even work?
Yeah, absolutely.
Infrared.
Like a relationship that's like fulfilling and makes me feel the way I do when I'm with you is exactly what I'm looking for.
They're looking at each other though.
Yeah,
Like, that's,
for sure.
That's as simple as it is. And
And if it grows from there, I'm just like, I'm not ready to like commit to anything. It's just hard for my brain to wrap around that.
What? Oh no. No, they could have done a retake on that. Come on, man.
I waited so long to do that.
Oh my god.
Lights on. Okay, so how is this?
Imagine it would have been a different guy.
I think it was because it was successful.
Just kiss a different guy.
Well, that's the important thing about
Surprise.
telling people your
Hey.
feelings is like, it doesn't
It's your
always
mom,
go
hello.
100% how you want, maybe, but it's like you have a conversation about it and you figure things out. We're gonna hang out again and have more conversations, so very intense way to do it.
Dude. Her shirt went from... Okay, it's too
Again
far
and
back.
have more
Fuck it.
conversations, so very intense way to do it. But this is
I'm
cool.
a very intense kind of a girl.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go on like official date and really talk about your relationship?
Are you sure that's...
Okay.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can dig it.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you're gonna start dating?
Yeah, is that what we call it? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm trying to get towards that relationship.
Is he missing it?
Is that what we call it? Yeah.
Oh no, it's just it's dented in.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm trying to get towards that relationship.
I thought he's missing a tooth. Oh, damn. Shooting a solid block of sapphire, one of the hardest minerals in the world. Is that a real gun? I don't know if we can do this on Twitch. Real guns? Dangerous.
Vorovkina Cave. At 7,257 feet deep, Vorovkina Cave is the deepest cave on Earth. The cave is so deep that it takes over 4 days and thousands of feet of rope to descend to its immense depth.
What?
And certainly, what would the deepest cave be without a couple of horrifying incidents? These are those stories.
4 days?
On the border of Russia and Georgia is a mountain range known as the Caucasus Mountains. This mountain range is notable for a few reasons. First, it's home to Europe's highest peak, Mount Elbrus, at 18,500 feet. Then, on the western side of the region of Abkhazia is a sub-range of the Caucasus Mountains known as the Gagra Range. There are some decent-sized mountains in this area as well, the highest among them is just over 11,000 feet, but this area is notable for another reason. The Gagra Range is primarily a limestone mountain range carved out by rivers over its geological history. The prehistoric rivers created a bunch of deep canyons and the largest caves on Earth that are currently known. In fact, the Gagra Mountains are home to 4 of the deepest caves anywhere on Earth. The deepest of these is Vorovkina Cave at over 7,000 feet deep. For context, that's the same as stacking 23 Statue of Liberties on top of one another. The entrance to Vorovkina Cave is also located at an altitude of 7,500 feet, meaning that you have to climb up a literal mountain to get to it. Once you're up there, you're still surrounded by the rocky cliffs of the mountain ranges, and then in the middle of these cliffs is a fairly unremarkable looking hole in the ground.
Imagine you just fell in it.
It's obvious that it's the entrance to a cave, but you never expected to descend for over a mile into the earth. When the entrance was first discovered in 1968 by a group of cavers, they only descended down to a depth of 377 feet before returning to the surface. Then in 1983, the cave was discovered for a second time by a separate team of speleologists from the Parevo Speleal Club from Moscow. Over the next 3 years, a series of expeditions pushed the depth to around 1,400 feet, but then for reasons that are unclear, there were no more expeditions until the year 2000. Work resumed again that year, but it would take all the way until 2015 to discover a new shaft that would unlock the true depth of Vorovkina Cave. By 2017, they had extended the maximum depth of the cave from 1,400 feet all the way to 7,200 feet and mapped over 70 kilometers of tunnels and passages. Then finally in March of 2018, the official deepest point of the cave was discovered at the bottom of a subterranean lake where the cave meets the water table, giving Vorovkina Cave a total depth of 7,257 feet, or 2,212 meters. 6 months later in September, the Parevo team returned once again to continue exploring the cave, and this time they were joined by photographers Robbie Stone and Jeff Wade. It was this same team of world-class cavers from the Parevo Club that made all of the seminal descents of Vorovkina and of the other deep caves in the Gagra mountain range. Led by team leader Pavel Demidov, this expedition would be returning to the bottom of Vorovkina Cave to collect samples of some of the potentially undiscovered species and explore some of the promising horizontal passages at the bottom of the cave, all while having Robbie and Jeff document the entire thing. Now, in an ordinary cave of moderate depth where you can descend and ascend in a single day, you'd still be bringing a decent amount of equipment because you need food and a bunch of climbing gear for every single person on the team. In caves as large as Vorovkina Cave, the descent is more similar to an expedition that you'd expect to see when climbing a tall mountain. If you've ever watched anything related to Mount Everest, you may have heard of the multi-camp system. These camps are established higher and higher up the mountain to store food and gear and for the climbers to sleep and stay in between climbing. For multi-day expeditions on a mountain or in a deep enough cave, the amount of gear becomes way too much to transport at a single time. People have to climb up and down in advance to transport load after load of the necessary equipment to ensure a safe attempt. And Vorovkina Cave is no different. In fact, because of how deep it is, it has a total of 6 camps at various depths on the way to the bottom. From the entrance, climbers have to put on special clothing, harnesses, and helmets fixed with headlamps. They then descend down the first shaft into the darkness and move through a series of tight tunnels and passages to reach the first camp at 2,000 feet. This camp is a permanently installed camp where gear and equipment are stored year-round for emergencies. Then, over the course of the next 4 days, Robbie, Jeff, and the Prevo Speleo Club made their way to Camp 6 all the way down at 6,900 feet. On their way, the temperature was just a few degrees above freezing. They crawled through mud and water, impossibly tight squeezes, and descended down 100-foot shafts over nothing but air. The thousands of feet of ropes that they used to make the descent were their only means of transportation in and out. Then finally, they set foot onto the flat, sandy Camp 6 set up in a large horizontal tunnel. This would be their home for the remainder of the expedition. Over the next 3 days, the team set out from their camp to complete all of the tasks they had intended. One of these was to bring Robbie and Jeff to the lake
so cool
that sits at the
if
bottom.
you put the lights out,
When they
the lights
got
are
there,
fucking
they
out.
were
There is
stunned to
no
see this
source of
beautiful
light.
turquoise water surrounded by
The
jet
sun is
black
not
limestone.
reaching that shit.
The lake is 50 feet long, 25 feet wide, and is actually 28 feet deep. If not for the lights that they brought, it would sit there in complete darkness, entirely without color. On day 7, everything was still going according to plan, and that day, 2 of the members of the team had to leave early to catch a flight home. When they got up to Camp 3, there was a ton of water pouring into the cave. A massive storm up on the surface had caused a flood pulse to send thousands of liters of water rushing in. Inside these caves, you can't really communicate wirelessly because of the thick layers of rock, so instead, cavers have to run a physical line the entire length of the cave to communicate. The 2 team members immediately tapped into the cable to warn the others about the flood pulse headed their way. Down at Camp 6, they weren't all that worried when they initially got the call. Flood pulses are a common thing that cavers have to worry about. A single milliliter of rain is 1 liter per square meter, meaning that a single square kilometer receives 1,000 liters of water if just a single milliliter of rain falls. In heavy rain, that number is significantly higher. All of this water then bursts down into caves in equally huge volumes and can last for hours depending on the volume of rain and how long it rains for. Again, they weren't all that worried when they first got the call. The Prevo group is world class and their plan was to monitor the water level and then plan accordingly. Camp 6 had also been set up off of the main vertical shaft in what looked to be an area away from the flow of water. It was also at 6,900 feet, whereas the total depth was over 7,200 feet. For the water to reach them, it would have to fill up 300 feet of passages below them before it would reach them. About half an hour after they received the call, they heard the first sound of water approaching. It started off as a faint rumble and slowly grew like a train approaching. By the time it was just about to reach camp, it was so roaring loud that it was almost deafening. The entire cave shook like a constant earthquake was going on. Robbie had just started breakfast when the noise really started, and he and the others rushed out of their tents to see the approaching storm. As they turned their headlights towards the vertical shaft, a fire hose of water came pouring down. Robbie stood there with his mouth open and almost dropped the food he was holding. Not nearly as experienced as the Prevo team, Robbie was really concerned by the volume and speed of the water rushing in. But again, the spot they were in was completely dry, so he tried to stay calm like his Russian comrades. About 2 hours into the flooding, with no signs of it slowing, one of the team members noticed a gurgling sound coming from a small hole near the tent. He looked into the hole and couldn't see any water, but he figured he should tell the team leader anyway. Pavel agreed that this was a bit concerning, so they decided to go and check out a nearby siphon to see how much the water table had risen. They returned about 5 minutes later and looked into the hole once again. This time, not only could they see water, but it was rising so fast it was sloshing up around against the walls and almost out of the hole. The team member looked back at Robbie, and Robbie saw that his face had gone completely white. Immediately, he knew that this meant that they needed to leave, and leave right away. With the sound of water still almost deafening, all hell broke loose in the camp. No one expected to be leaving that day, but now everyone was running around packing up essential gear. Robbie and Jeff pulled on their latex suits over their fleece base layer. After that, they slipped on their abrasion-resistant nylon shells and harnesses. Robbie then made the tough decision to leave all of his camera equipment and personal items. Literally tens of thousands of dollars of equipment. He knew he couldn't risk being slowed down, or it could cost him his life or the life of one of his teammates. He pulled all of the memory cards out of the cameras, placed them in a Ziploc bag, and then slipped them into his latex suit. At the very least, he could save all of the pictures he had taken. With that, he called out to the others that he and Jeff would start their ascent, and then they started off for the vertical shaft out of the quickly flooding Camp 6. This would be the last interaction that they would have with the Russians at Camp 6. The remaining members of the Prevo team would wait for the team leader, Powell, before starting their ascent. As Robbie and Jeff made their way to the vertical ropes, they reached a narrow traverse, almost like a bridge that went along one wall. Prior to the flooding, the chamber beside the bridge was 60 feet deep and 25 feet wide of nothing but air. Now it was almost completely flooded, almost coming up over the side of the bridge. At the end of this narrow traverse were the vertical ropes and the source of the water pouring into the cave. Robbie stepped into the waterfall pouring down from the shaft and clipped his ascenders to the rope. Then he put his head down, took a deep breath, and started making his way up the rope as the water pummeled him from above. The water was coming down so hard it felt like it was crushing and suffocating him. It was literally as if his head was being squashed into his shoulders. Thankfully, he was able to tuck his chin, which allowed the water to run off of his helmet and create a small air pocket for him to breathe. Focusing on just the white rope directly in front of his face, he moved his ascenders up rhythmically as fast as he could. Finally, he reached an area with a small outcropping that he could step on and out of the waterfall to look up. He saw that the rope was coming out of a shoulder-sized hole in the rocks, but this was also the source of the water. Coming out of this little hole was a fire hose of water that seemed to take up the entire space.
What?
He thought to himself that there was no way he was going to be able to make it through that intense downpour. At the same time, he couldn't just stop. He was the lead climber. Everyone else was coming up behind him, and there was no telling what the water was like down below. He had to at least try to make it through. When he got to the hole, the force of the water was so strong that he was only able to push his ascenders a couple inches at a time. He finally made it through the squeeze and then realized that Jeff would have to do the same thing. He had no idea whether or not Jeff would be able to make it, so he just kept climbing as high as he could to get out of the way.
Can't they just swim?
In his panic, he hadn't realized that this new section of the cave was mostly dry. The water flowed down a different route to the squeeze, so he was relatively safe where he was.
Water level?
But because he was so full of adrenaline, he was mindlessly climbing for his life as fast and as high as he could. He only finally realized what he was doing when Jeff yelled out to him to slow down. Snapping out of it, he stopped and waited for Jeff to catch up before they continued. When Jeff reached him, his face was white, his eyes were wide, but he exclaimed that they were at least alive. The two of them silently wondered if the same could be said for the Prevo team down below. Robbie and Jeff eventually made it up to Camp 5 at 6,200 feet, where they waited, hoping they would see the Russians any minute. As the cave continued to shake around them, they occasionally looked down over the edge into the abyss. Miraculously,
I keep buying
down
stuff
below,
that I
they
need
saw a
to
single
like.
headlamp
You need
slowly
to
making
actually
its way
do
up the
something in the
shaft.
kitchen for
When he was
in
finally
order
close
to eat
enough,
it.
they realized it was
Why not
Andre.
just, you know.
After he climbed up into camp, they
Why not
asked him if
do
he
it?
had seen
It
the
takes-
others,
it
and he just
takes-
shook his head silently.
Takes so long.
They all sat there, thinking about the worst-case scenario.
God damn.
Down below, by the time Pavel had returned from the siphon, the bridge that Robbie and Jeff had walked across was completely submerged. The rest of the team members had to actually swim to reach the vertical ropes. The last to swim out was Pavel, and as he was making his way out, the chamber had become a swirling vortex. All of the water draining deeper into the cave had turned into a giant whirlpool. When he went through it, it spun him around and he had to swim hard to make it to the line. By the time they were ascending, all of the deeper passages were completely submerged in water. Then, 15 minutes after Andre emerged, 5 more
were
lights
they?
could be seen making their way up the shaft. One by one, all of the remaining members of the Prevo team made their way up to Camp 5. Robbie watched them ascend out of the flooded passage and couldn't believe how strong and capable they were. One team member was even carrying a stove and 4 sleeping bags attached to his harness. He thought to himself how glad he was that it was him and Jeff that had gone first. If they had been the ones to climb up last, it's likely that they wouldn't have survived. And then when they climbed up into camp, they were quickly in the tent, having coffee and laughing about the entire ordeal. Robbie, on the other hand, was still thoroughly freaked out. For hours, he refused to take off his gear and kept looking down into the chasm to see if the water was still rising. 200 feet above them was a horizontal passage that they needed to pass to move higher into the cave. Normally, it's already half filled with
they're
water,
still in
and
the
you have to
cave.
crawl through it. With all of the flooding, it was completely filled with water. As long as the flooding continued, they were trapped and just had to hope that the water didn't continue to rise higher. Pavel
What?
reassured Robbie that they would wait until morning to let the water clear, and then over the course of the next 16 hours at the camp, the roaring of the water slowly died down. The flood pulse ultimately lasted a total of 20 hours and was the result of a week of rain, followed by a single severe storm. The week of rain had completely saturated the ground, so by the time the storm happened, the water poured relentlessly into Vorovkina Cave. They later learned from a cab driver that the raindrops from the storm had been the size of nickels. This was actually a good learning experience for the team. They had previously been operating under the assumption that the cave only flooded in the wintertime. Following the expedition, plans were put in place to improve the surface monitoring to watch for rain. Another camp was installed in the lower chambers to provide another escape point in the event of flooding. And despite this expedition being cut short, they had completed essentially everything they had set out to do. New passages had been explored and mapped, cave species had been sampled, and although the camera equipment was destroyed, all of the pictures were preserved. But this wouldn't be the last accident to ever occur in Vorovkina Cave.
And nobody died.
2 years later, in November of 2020, some people exploring the area noticed a rope fixed to the cave's entrance. This is typically a big no-no in the caving world because then anyone can access the cave and potentially get hurt or lost if they're unprepared. 8 months later, on August 4th, 2021, the same Parevo team returned to continue their work in Vorovkina Cave. They descended into the cave as they had 3 years earlier, but then at 1,300 feet they found a pair of crampons and an ice axe. This didn't make sense. This equipment couldn't have just fallen into the cave from the entrance. There were no straight drops to where the equipment was found.
And they found
this meant that someone had to have come into the cave and deep into the cave. They continued further in, all the way to the permanent camp at 2,000 feet, then to the second camp at 3,200 feet, and then all the way at 3,600 feet. Halfway into the deepest cave on Earth, they found the badly decomposed body of a man. He was wearing camouflage overalls, trekking boots, a helmet, he had 2 cell phones, and he was still attached to the rope that he had used to descend into the cave. By the looks of the decomposition, he had been there for months. Although he had no ID on him when he was found, authorities were able to identify the man as 37-year-old Sergei Koziv using a missing persons database. Then, using the information from the cell phones found on him, they were able to figure out what had happened that led to his death. Sergei lived in the city of Sochi, Russia, just east of the Russian border with Georgia, and about 2 hours from the entrance to Vorovkina Cave. He was an avid outdoorsman and frequently went on solo expeditions to explore the wilderness. On November 1st, 2020, he said goodbye to his family, as he always did when he was going on one of these solo expeditions, and then set off for the Gagra Mountains. He also didn't tell them where he was going, despite the fact that he was heading to a location that fewer people had set foot in than the International Space Station. Based on the documents and screenshots found on his phone, it seems that Sergei had spent almost a year planning this trip. He had printed out maps and materials from the expeditions made by the Parevo team specifically to navigate down into the cave. First, he made the ascent up into the mountains to the cave entrance using his crampons and ice axe. Then he fixed a rope to the opening and descended down into the darkness of Vorovkina Cave. Using the information that he had gathered from the Parevo team, he hauled all of his equipment in 3 transport bags through the tunnels and narrow passages. Then, using a lattice descender, he traveled down the massive vertical shafts.
That looks like crystals. Here.
Then, using a lattice descender, he traveled down the massive vertical shafts all alone. He successfully made it to the first camp and then left some of the equipment later discovered by the Parevo team, and then proceeded almost directly to the second camp. It was determined by the excrement found on site that he lived at the second camp for about a week before descending further into the cave. From the second camp, things got a bit more challenging. Beyond that camp, there are some larger and more technically challenging vertical shafts. In addition, the cave becomes significantly wetter from that point onward. As any caver knows, proper equipment is crucial. The standard fleece underlayer with a waterproof outer layer is crucial to survive in the cold and wet subterranean environment. It's unclear exactly what happened in Sergei's last moment, but it seems as though he realized that he wouldn't be able to descend any further through the water with the equipment he had. At which point, he would have tried to make his way back up the cave, but because he had already descended into a technically challenging area, he was unable to get back out. Sergei had brought ascenders for his hands, but he didn't have any stirrups for his feet, meaning that he had no footholds for any of the long vertical shafts. He must have tried and tried to make his way out of the cave, but between the exhaustion and the cold, he eventually laid down to sleep one last time and never woke up. Upon finding his body, the Parevo team went back up to the surface and alerted authorities. Due to the difficulty of the cave and the depth that Sergei's body was found at, it would take a team of over 100 individuals to eventually retrieve it. It's also particularly risky to be in a confined space like a cave with a decomposing body, because the gases given off from the decomposition process can build up and become toxic at high enough levels. Despite how many people were involved in the rescue, they still ended up having to cut Sergei into pieces to successfully remove him from the cave. After his retrieval, his body was finally returned to his wife and kids in Sochi. For now, Vorovkina Cave is the deepest cave on Earth. But the Earth is a big place, and caves are not nearly as readily viewable as their mountain counterparts. Vorovkina Cave was only crowned the deepest in 2018. It remains to be seen whether it will hold its place as the deepest on Earth. Hello everyone, my name is Sean and welcome to Scary Interesting. If you made it this far, I just wanted to thank you for watching. This is part 10 of the ongoing series Cave Exploring Gone Wrong. So you may want to check out the other videos in the series. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like. That helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.
I'm twisting it a bit. Twisting it a little bit. Horrible fates. No. Encounters with predators. Diving gone wrong. Horrifying deep water diving incidents. Nah. Jack the Ripper? Isn't that is that a real thing? I thought that that's like a fake story or whatever. Would kill 9%. Why though? They get nothing from killing humans. First attempt. Lost in space. Wait, that's surreal? Okay. Now I'm gonna go play some games, man. I'm done with this. Rocket Lake. Yes. Yes. Boy. I wonder if the performance is gonna be better. Because there's no more HDMI, but now there's DisplayPort. Like second monitor is, I don't know if it does a difference. There's more frames on the second monitor now. The TV had 60 and 1080p as well, but this one has like more than double. Almost triple. Almost. Hello? Up. It was just, oh wait, music. Yes. What? Oh, fuck off. God damn.
taking off the motherfucking set. Like this, biatch.
Okay, you know what? I'll go fucking Valorant then. Just because second monitor. Just because I have one that I can use. Yeah, goddamn. It's so much easier to navigate everything. Animated reactions in voice. What? Whether watching a stream or just hanging with friends, expressing yourself without saying a word. Huh? Okay. Unrated, I'll do. Wait, what if I need to update for Valorant as well? Probably. Dude, I think everything has to update. Let me just reload Discord because it might be old. Okay. That's fine. Hello, hello. Hey, what's happening? I can't hear shit.
Yeah, you can now.
Oh, now I can, yeah. Is Discord bugging?
I don't think so.
Oh no, it's me because I'm downloading an update. My bad.
You breathed anyway. Wait, what?
God damn.
Oh, he's in it.
Are you guys in the game?
No, we are still waiting. Send me your private ID so we can leave.
To Pokey or to Noah?
Pokey.
Okay. Well, don't send it yet because I'm still, the game is still updating.
Okay.
14%. God damn. Competitive queue is ending. What? Oh, for this act.
What is competitive queue? Like the season is ending?
The game is going offline today.
At what time?
It says at 18th, 10th, 18 o'clock PDT time. I don't even know what time that is. I have no idea about time zones, man. Wait, somebody was here. Who left?
Hi.
Oh, God damn, man. I need some faster internet. This sucks.
Do you have it updated or?
It's at 15. It's at 15%.
Okay.
It's not going up. It says 0.1 KBs. What even is that?
Yeah, it's because it's installing. It's not downloading.
Oh yeah. Installing. It says it. So the new character, is he out already?
No. I don't know.
The Waterman. He looks like from Avatar.
I don't know. I am level 17, so I'm really clueless.
I saw a video where he can like he can do stuff like water stuff.
Yo, so y'all in the game?
Nah, we're waiting.
I bet.
I'm downloading this shit, man.
Skiller, you want to play?
Sure, I guess.
Hey, Luke! Thank you for the follow, man. Mwah, much love, big kiss. Brother. New monitor. And guess what?
What?
I'm building something tomorrow. Something big. Oh, why is my mute button not work? What the fuck? Do I have to be tabbed in Discord?
No.
No, I don't.
I don't like so.
It didn't work twice.
No,
it does.
When you're in a fucking when you're in this Discord call, like these fucking LFG, or Discord to be running on live support.
Oh my god.
At least for me.
I'm sorry, man. Okay, look. Oh man.
Do you have the FSD in the ID as well?
You see that?
You just
You see
copy
that?
the whole thing and invite me because my
You
friend
know what that
is
is?
full.
You know what that is, my brother? God damn.
You see those banners?
God damn, you damn right, man.
Like
God
when
damn,
you
you damn right.
click
It's
play,
a
you get
RDNA
those banners,
3
right?
architecture.
Oh, yeah.
Just click on
AMD
the banner
socket
button.
AM4.
They gotta bring the fucking limit up.
Oh.
So what server we gonna play on?
God damn.
What?
What server are we gonna play on?
The sexiest graphics card is still coming. It's coming.
You can go.
Guess which one. Guess. Take a guess, my man. Take a guess.
Yeah, I'm just supposed to be up my game.
No. I'm gonna show you the one I was gonna get, which is not the one I'm gonna get because I couldn't get it because it's fucking expensive. That's why I didn't get this one. What I wanted to get this one, but that's not what I got. I'll show you. Fucking stop. This one. I already told you, I think. I was gonna get this one. But yeah, it's two reasons. Number one, this thing doesn't even sell. It's not even available anymore. And the last sale it went for 1,265. This thing should cost 800. But the 900 maximum. 900 absolute top max. Not higher than that. And it's fucking 1,000 to... I'm not buying this shit, man. Fuck you think I am? Your patch notes? You guys know about the patch notes?
Which ones?
Well, like the last 10. I don't know about any.
Wasn't that like fucking a year ago? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not playing this game actively. I like to play Chamber, you know, and then last time I played Chamber was like fucking everything was expensive.
Well, his range is shorter. He cannot TP as far. He has a bigger cooldown, I suppose. He has only one trip.
Yeah, and his bullet costs 150 instead of 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it shows cost increase from 150 to 200.
Don't know about that.
Bullets?
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, then what do you want to play Chamber for anymore? If they're gonna...
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck, man? They that's why I didn't play the game no more.
No, if they're gonna nerf him that much, who's gonna play him?
Charge is reduced 2-to-1. What charge?
I still love the fact what they did to Jet, that they didn't do anything to Reyna still. Only agent that has the broken get out abilities were Chamber, Jet, and Reyna. And Reyna's getting buffed. Like
No,
what?
guys, I was wrong. It's not a bullet that increased. It's the info thing, the bot thing.
Oh well, yeah, that's not that.
That went from 150 to 200.
Yeah. One thing that I hate the nerfed Sova. That as much as it.
They nerfed Sova?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Wait, did they?
Yeah, a long time ago. His duck dots used to do 90 damage each. Now they do 20.
That was a long time ago, though.
Yeah, but Sova used to be my main, so